Live. I've got a game here with Ryan versus Michael, aka TGLord. I'm here with Schmidt. How are you doing?
Great. Sunday night football, MCP. Can't complain.
Nice. What's your team? Do you have a team playing tonight?
Dallas lost. I don't want to talk about it. It was
Okay. Okay. Well, we've
bad.
got a game here anyway. So we have Ryan. He's going to be playing an Avengers list. He's got
Yep.
Crimson Dynamo, Beta Ray Bill, Logan, and Pyro as some splashes here. I'm not seeing anything crazy spicy. A lot of typical cards you'd see in a list like this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry. Yeah. I think a typical Sam with maybe Miss Marvel. Well, Voodoo became Spider-Woman, which I think is going to be a popular, at least, test for Sam players, including myself. And then Miss Marvel instead of Hulk, which maybe it's just a splash for this, or we've been using Hulk. We being Sam players, being one of them, have been using Hulk a lot less recently. So maybe that's something
And what
he's
do you
trying
think
to.
about Michael's list?
Oh, he's Star Lord, isn't he? I've played both these guys before. Let's take a look. Cosmic Ghost Rider. No Thanos. I'm surprised a little bit because he is a Thanos, or was a Thanos player. Um, but with the new Cosmic, I'm not surprised. Though with the new unrestricted gems, he could easily be in there just sitting there doing nothing. But I mean, it. I mean, it's typical, pretty typical Guardians, right?
Yeah, I think that the only thing that's interesting is like he could put both Ghost Riders down on the field, and that's just because they both have a different name technically, and they both have a different identity, like Jonathan Blaze and Frank Castle. So both are legal, could be legal in the same squad. We could see that, but yeah, it's like it's a pretty standard mix of going wide Guardians, and then they just threw CJR and Crimson, like CGR and is the new CGR is the new big bad, and Crimson Dynamo is a nice mystique. I mean, these are pretty common
Yeah,
splashes.
nothing too spicy on either side, but they're two very good, if not two of the best affiliations and leaders. So it should be a
Yeah,
good.
we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is interesting. They're both players are is like no nonsense list, right? It seems like they're both here to win, is what I'm
I mean,
seeing.
they're here. They're. Are you gonna? Do we have to tell them for priority? I don't know if you is that.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell them we're live. We are kind of need to do that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2-0. You want to get to the. You want to get to the round of 32, and you got to play your good stuff when you're up here. You can playing random stuff is for friendly games, and when you go 0-2, or you're already in the finals.
Yeah, everyone has a
Well,
different what they want out of the league, but I think
yeah,
both of these players are definitely going to want to hit top cut.
yeah. You won last chance, right?
Yeah, I won second chance of season 11, which means that regardless of how I perform this season, I'm automatically in the playoffs after this season is this like regular season is over.
So am I for
Oh
West.
yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Nice. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you are.
is that why I lost last round? No, I got beat, but it is a nice consolation of
Yeah, there's no pressure.
knowing.
No pressure.
Yeah, my only pressure is my ego,
I
but
know,
other than
I
that,
know, dude. It hurt. It still hurts. Like the losses still hurt.
no matter what anyone says, losing in friendly looking for games still hurts. So
I know, man.
that's what makes you stronger. That's what makes
Losing
you
to my
stronger.
friends.
It's just, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
One point.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
looks like Guardians won, and they chose. I didn't actually look at their. Yeah, it looks like they chose the secures because I'm gonna assume that Ryan
Demons and
did
spiders.
not have demons in his, and I'm assuming the Guardians didn't have spider infected. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure neither of them are perfectly happy, right? Both of them are a little upset about the situation.
because did you
Yeah.
say you've played Cosmic Ghost Rider, right?
I've played him a few times. I've played against him a few times.
Do you think he wants this combination? Do you think it's too many extracts? I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see him because every Guardians player plays.
I think that he, um, let's see, he's happy overall. I would say if he's playing Cosmic Ghost Rider, he's not upset about the Crisis combination because it's not scoring more than 8 points. I think anything more than 8 points around what you could capture just gets a little, it's just a little too fast for him.
Mhm.
So I think that him getting, I don't know what his other secures were, but him getting his probably slowest secure with a a fast secure kind of like it breaks parity, like it makes things kind of even, but also if the Guardians player won priority, which is what we did, they win, is that who
Yeah,
won?
they won it. Yeah,
It
he
means
won.
that they have the opportunity to eyes on the prize with Bill to put them in a very advantageous spot where they are actually winning on points, even though they're the attrition team, which is like, and anytime I'm playing attrition, like that's where I want to be. It's amazing. I love I feel so good when I'm playing a team, even like a narrower team or something like that. But I just went up like 3-2 or something like that, or 4-3.
Just get ahead right away. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine. So I gotta put down the I gotta see. I wonder if they picked 19 or 17. What do you think they would pick? What would Ryan pick?
Well, Road Ryan, but yeah, I think that I don't know. Maybe more bodies means you play 19 means Cosmic Ghost Rider can't wipe out your team. But
Yeah,
Guardians love 19 in a lot of configurations.
19. You're going what? You have to do Star Lord. I'm gonna assume Cosmic Ghost Rider. If we don't, then I'll be just happy to not have to worry about talking about him.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
put Bill. Bill will be on the table. He's immune to incinerate. He gets that. He gets the midline
yeah.
grab easy. Star Lord Bill is 7. Ghost
Hoping
Rider goes to 13. He's looking at 2 more 3 threats or a combination of that. Mystique could be out there with Deception. And then you have another 3. You could splash another 3. What was his other splash? Crimson Dynamo. Okay, so
before, yeah.
he's I don't know if he could play Mystique there. So maybe there's a little bit of we'll see if 19 comes out.
I feel like he chose. I'm gonna guess he chose 17. This is. I'm just gonna throw out my guess. He chose 17, and he's gonna go Sam, Bill, Dynamo, Luke, and then another 3, which would be Iron Man or Miss Marvel. I can't
Right,
remember.
right. Prop Iron
And the
Man
only
Helios,
reason
prop maybe.
I could see that. And the only reason I'm guessing that is because I'm hovering over Ryan's like character sheet, which I can't see the characters, but I saw him clicking, and I know where some of the characters are in order. Which is that's the real way, guys. If you really want to mess with your opponent, memorize their order of characters and watch them clicking. But it's also it makes sense, right? Like Dynamo is great on ease. Bill, you gotta take for the Munincinerate. You gotta take Sam. I don't think you're taking Logan here. You really can't because you're never going to go 7 wide, and it just doesn't make sense being so close. Luke makes sense to protect somebody from Crimson. Yeah, if they went 19, 17, that's who I think it's going to be. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
it
And
sounds
then
pretty clean. It's like the dream team. It's like what Deaton
Eden's
had,
Dream
except he's just a couple swaps, right? Swapping
it,
Voodoo
Dynamo,
for
which
well,
I think
he
makes
had
total
Dynamo
sense.
in the final, so it'd be swapping
Oh
from
yeah,
Voodoo to Spider Woman or whatever, something like that.
yeah. But in the finals, I think he played more points because
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right.
he had to
They
play
did play
both.
19 then. They played 19 there because he threw in Widow or
Oh, it was
something
the
like that.
same, right? It was the same combo because he had Widow too. He had Bill Widow. Did he not take? He took Voodoo. He had Voodoo, Crimson, and Bill.
I don't think he had all 3. I think he
Did
didn't
he
pick. I
not have
didn't.
all 3?
I don't know. Either way, yeah, like the dream team,
Oh, you're probably right.
which
He
is
did
like
have.
Sam, Luke Cage, Iron Man, and
Yeah.
then your whatever 2 metaphors work in the list. Like in this case, Crimson and like Crimson and Bill would be fine. Some combination of Crimson
Mhm.
Bill and Spider Woman. He has Bill in his list, right?
Yeah,
Ryan.
of
Yeah, yeah.
course.
So it's like Crimson Bill, Spider Woman, whatever ones you are like feeling are gonna make it. So maybe Bill and Dynamo. Yeah, like I think, like you just said.
So that's the thing is Widow in this matchup. Like I think if you think about 19 versus 17, I think it's really the difference between Widow and not Widow, right?
Yeah.
Does having Widow really get you much in this configuration? Because as you said, less people to kill, but it's also, I mean, more people to kill is nice because you get more procs and just more annoying for the Guardians. If they added 2, I mean, who do we think he's going to take, right? If you assume Cosmic, I feel like Cosmic, Star Lord, Bill is 13. If you're doing,
Well,
what are
you're
you going to
bringing
do?
Crimson too. I think 17 is awesome for Guardians too because you're bringing Cosmic Ghost Rider, Star Lord. That gets you to 9. You're left with 8 more points. So you just bring Bill and Crimson Dynamo, and you're loving it. I think. I think we're gonna see 2 Bills and 2 Dynamos. Oh, I think that's what we're gonna see. I don't see
Three
why we
people,
wouldn't.
3 scoring people. That's, I mean, it's a little worrisome, but I guess you have to kind of.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
yeah. I
I don't
guess.
know though. That's a great point. Crimson would be good here, and if you go two more, then you get two threes. I don't even know who his threes are. It'd be, I guess, Mystique and Groot, or did he have any affiliated threes that he might have took?
I didn't see any.
Hmm.
And besides after Star Lord, there's like no good threes
Three.
in in
Yeah.
Guardians. Like no threes that you'd take like every game. Like he's like the only three you take every game.
Barn Cat's gonna be in here yelling at you about not about the Drax disrespect. Oh, they did go 19. He did do the win.
uh,
Okay, so he chose 19. He won the extra body.
yeah, there we go. Good call. You basically called exactly it. And let's see. And we see CGR is the question. No, we don't. We see a wider
Holy
team.
shit, that game. Man, I had a whole rant prepared for this game about CGR. Oh, I'm actually, well, I'm happy.
I mean, I can see. It makes sense. Like all of his choices here are good choices. He has priority, so he's gonna be in the he's gonna be able to grab that middle spider with Beta Ray Bill. I mean, that's
Mhm.
pretty much telegraphed. He's got eyes on the prize. Um, he's got look at that. Ryan's got eye on the prize. I think he's gonna make a dive on with one of his characters. Well, it would have to be Bill. He's gonna center to play Bill and double
Right.
walk to one of the whatever weaker spider that TG Lord protects with that
Why
eyes
is
on the prize.
Bill is a Guardian of the Galaxy? Damn it!
Yeah,
Why do they get all the good stuff? I was like, he's not affiliated, and then I was
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
well, he's here. This is some
Yeah,
freaking Guardians. I wonder if he was also maybe planning or potentially like thinking that TG Lord wouldn't do it, like wouldn't go for the middle. Because if he took, I guess if you think of this right, if he was going to take CGR, he would have had to drop. What would he drop for it? Because you don't, how do you even get CGR into this list? We were just talking about it as if it was easy.
Oh, and the 19? Yeah, no, yeah, the 19 it was I
Maybe-
think a little it was a little wonky.
And maybe he knew that. I mean, I'll say that's something I'm not great at. It's like it's easy when me and I are just talking about it back and forth and we're not actually picking our crews, but when I'm building a squad and picking points, I feel like this. I don't go through all the iterations and be like, "Oh, 19 is actually very annoying," because he would have had 6 points to play with if he picked CGR, Bill, and Star Lord. And what nine are you really loving here? Especially if you want. What are you thinking?
Vodka Blitz says you can do both Ghost Rider, Star Lord, Mystique, and then Rocket or Nebula because you've got Star Lord, CGR, and
Okay.
Rocket as your three. You got the other Ghost Rider and Mystique as your splashes,
Yeah.
and then you can fit both in. It seems like I mean, I like that because you're gonna. The problem is you don't have a midline grab. You're sacrificing a safe grab and like holding the lead, but it is pretty killy. You're punished. Ryan would be punished for attacking. It's it would be a complicated puzzle to solve if that's what TG Lord dropped. Michael dropped.
Yeah, I see. I don't. I think he took eyes, and I don't think he's going to go for a back F. I think it's too risky. I mean, one, you don't actually need eyes on the
Ah
prize
man.
to grab the spider.
I
Um,
think you know what I think that he's gonna.
zero.
I think he's gonna be ballsy about it. I mean, why bring the card? That's okay. So we gotta call these deployments here. We have TG Lord Michael dropping Beta Ray Bill in the middle. Ryan counter deploying. We've got Crimson Dynamos from Michael on his mid left flank, and then Ryan deployed Dynamo right beside Bill, and then we have Mystique on the right hand side of Michael's. Um, I'm calling this like back and forth. It's so confusing. Let me just read through it real after it's all deployed. But Ryan right now is deploying all his characters very centrally, and we've got Michael so far deploying centrally slash mid left flank. And the pattern continues with Ryan deploying Iron Man relatively near the center. I mean, this is a secure down the middle, so it's there's not going to be it could go all over the place because the secures are less valuable than the extracts, but um, but generally it's going to be a down the middle. It's going to be a down the middle clash.
I don't like the eyes pick from Ryan. I don't. Unless you're trying to think, hey, he's not going to take Bill. Like you're banking on some weird setup where he takes CGR and
Right.
some combination where he's not doing it, which is not insane. I mean, not everyone takes eyes on the prize just because you can, even though you should. and then at least forces him to do it. But I don't know if I would have banked on that. Like, what other card would he have picked? I guess he has. I mean, he has none of his restricted cards.
Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty interesting. That good call on that one. But they're all great cards, and Bird of Prey is great. Sam
yeah,
will be able to re-roll plus 3 dice and a full re-roll one of his attacks into a flying character, Crimson Dynamo, Bill, or Star Lord,
yeah.
which means when you have plenty of flyers like that, Bird of Prey is a really good card to bring.
And I know I think it was Jacob Deaton who talked about it. I think there's really good math on spendering CGR with Sam and Bird of Prey. I mean that costs a lot of power, so I'm not sure if it's really feasible. But if you think Star-Lord being just a nice target for it, and he's the leader, he's coming. Bill, Crimson, CGR. I don't think it's a bad pick to play that card. I mean, you don't really need. I guess Brace is one of the things he's missing, but there's another Bill. If he eyes on the prize, he's not really throwing early anyway. There's not a ton of throws in TG Lord's roster, and it's not like Ryan's not exactly packing the largest crew as far as getting thrown into their own guys. And I mean, the four in the middle is probably the most annoying piece, but it's on his side, and Bill's going to pick it up and walk backwards, so it's probably not getting thrown at him anytime soon.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan will probably be able to get the chance to throw the size 4 before Michael does. So one thing I noticed Michael do though is he took his tokens for winging it and he put them in his deployment zone. I think this was really smart because it just means you're much less likely to forget to do that at the beginning of the in the power phase. And because if you miss your chance in the power phase to apply your wing it tokens, that's it. You've lost your chance to use the leadership, and that's just one easy way to like almost guarantee you won't forget. And then he applied his winging it tokens to Star Lord, Beta Ray Bill, and Rocket. I think he applied the Beta Ray Bill car or the token to Bill, even though he knew he was going to go first, just defensively because Bill doesn't have his ability to reduce damage online because he used Eyes on the Prize and interacted with the center spider. So
I'm
Widow's
curious.
going gonna looks like Ryan is gonna activate Widow next.
Curious. So he's going to pick up a spider with Widow most likely, unless he's going to run to the other side of the board and do it, which I doubt. And I'm sure Sam and Widow are probably going to pick him up. Maybe I could see Iron Man picking up the one over there as well. He's a little bit one that you don't really want to get hit by the spider because they're just moving backwards, and then you're like, the whole game you're just walking forward. Um, I'm curious. Sam will definitely pick one up. Do you think? So seeing his team, and again, it's really close to what it might be exactly what Jacob Dean took in the final, so I can't even complain about it. I'm curious if there's too many like backline sitters, um, because when Jacob played, it was a much different game, right? This is aggressive, killy Guardians versus what was Leaf was running that janky like run away with all the extracts type play. So um,
Yeah,
we're gonna see. You got to be aggressive somewhere. I like Crimson Dynamo here. I think it's going to be for both of them, but I kind of like it more for. I don't know. I think you can do good work for Sam. I think it's going to do good work for Sam, just because shocking everybody is also really good.
yeah. I think that the main thing is that this list is very adaptable to a lot of lists. Although Avengers or sorry, Guardians do have like a lot of firepower and like that's this is one of the lists that I think that is even or it could go either way for sure. Like just based on the strength of the characters. We see Ryan here. Um, he's moving Widow back. This obviously to protect her because she is holding a spider, and it looks like he's putting her on the secure. So the 2 points for a 2 threat is always a great is always great. But the second thing is he's also preventing deception by Mystique, and that's what's
Mm.
probably holding back Ryan from actually pulling the trigger on like an Eyes in the Prize dive or any sort of dive with Bill. I think is that that deception basically ruined any spider steal that Ryan might have thought about.
Yeah, I agree. I think I wonder. Yeah, I guess he's gonna have to play with just her sitting back there and knowing that he's gonna lose the extract lead right away. I mean, as you said, if you're up on the odd amount, right, all of a sudden you have to go into the Guardians because they have the three extracts. Luckily, it's spiders, which I think is I love how it's designed because cubes you take damage, but you get power, so it's like an advantage in some way. I like spiders because having more of them, it becomes an issue for the person holding them. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of like a rubber banding mechanic as opposed to some of the extracts, like hammers. Okay, +1 power for cards, but the more you have, like the stronger you are, the more you win, right? In a sense. Um, so I really like spiders as a.
yeah. It's always terrifying when you when I play like something like X-Men or something, and I grab. I have like three or four spiders maybe at one point, and then all of my characters are just pushed towards the death zone from the other team. It's just
Perfect.
like, oh gosh, yeah,
We're they're all gonna be
it's a
pushed in the
cool
middle, and then he's
extract.
gonna Crimson Dynamo beam him. That's how it's gonna work. He's got this huge beam.
Yeah, yeah. Set up a massive beam. I could definitely see that.
Man, the errata didn't change anything we're seeing here. I feel like right, nothing has changed from the errata that we're looking at right now. No new stuff. No new innovative
Boring.
boring. No, no, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, I think. Do you think Guardians are the best team right now? What do you
I
think?
think that they are definitely they've got everything they need in an affiliation. They don't have a steal, but they don't need one because they're that firepower they have is just so strong. I think that I wouldn't say like they are the best for sure.
Hmm.
But also, I wouldn't say anything is the best just because I don't play enough games to know. I
That's
just
fair.
like I'll just listen to the content creators tell me what's best, and then I'll just like I'll just say that.
You are the content creator, man.
I guess I am now. Oh man, put me on the spot now.
I
Looks like
don't know.
Ryan is setting up another deception. He's countering deception here by keeping his characters within two, Luke Cage outside of the flaming portal, so that he does not get incinerated when he's not incinerated when he inevitably bodyguards or heroes for hire to take hits from some other players. But as we see Magic Nick say in the chat, just like he's behind on extracts Ryan is, and he doesn't have a way to like steal them back without attrition. So it might be a tough hill to climb for Ryan. So we'll see if not having a Spider Woman, basically choosing Bill over Spider Woman,
Hmm.
is going to be a wrong decision. I guess time will tell.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like, okay, you and I'm not denying not having a steal will make it harder, but like, is she really? I mean, you have to go pretty deep into this team to get one of those extracts back. So it's not like she's gonna go in cleanly. She's not like a black cat run large, run backwards type thing. It takes an action. I mean, she can survive it a lot better, but man, she has Avengers Assemble. She really had enough power. It's one of those. It's like I don't know if you're really ever gonna safely get one of those spiders unless they bump forward with the roll. Of course they could. Then you lose it. But Bill's just so good on this, right? How can you not take Bill on demons with against Star Lord who flies and putting out shocks, throwing things. They just feel so good in this.
Right?
Oh wait,
Yeah. The problem is
so
that I mean they both have Bill. That's the thing I said in I streamed Curtis versus oh man I don't have the name on my head. I only know Curtis because we're friends.
you
Uh,
played
Curtis versus
Jay.
Jiverson. Yeah. We they both had Bill. They both had Crimson Dynamo, and so like just like I said in that stream, that they're basically each other's weaknesses. So um, it's meta. Got a few meta characters in here, that's for sure.
What's the range on deception? It's been so long since
Range
I
4.
range 4. Okay,
So he
so there
looks
is.
setting her up to deception, but like maybe on a future turn because you don't need it to be Mystique's turn to play deception.
And now that he picked up that spider with her, I'm wondering where she's gonna go to project deception threat, but also now that she can't move, I think it's going to open up a bit for Ryan because once she places, sure he can put her up there to cover a lot of ground, but at least he'll know she can't like long move somewhere and grab somebody. So let's see where she ends up.
Yeah, I think Ryan placed Luke Cage in a great spot to prevent the deception too. He's got no, Michael has no way to uh, like throw or push any of these characters, any of Ryan's characters. So he could I think I can see a range two from Luke Cage towards the center. He could probably put Crimson Dynamo there later on.
Mhm.
So I
Well,
think,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think he's gonna leapfrog some characters up to to prevent deception. Just some chain of like Widow, Luke, Iron Man, then like Dynamo and Bill near the middle. I do think the one thing that kind of is always interesting when you have last activation like Ryan will, and he does project enough threat. Is it gonna be, you know, 4-4 at the end of this, right? It's gonna be the extract lead. But I mean, at some point, like I guess the Guardians have the advantage of like I think you mentioned the extracts are more important than the secures in this instance. But if it's just Widow sitting on the back point, I guess it's still advantage to the defender of sitting in the back. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like being aggressive and taking the middle. Does it give you any big advantage as the Avenger player? But
Yeah, it'll just mean parity. So
yeah,
yeah, it's I think that Ryan is going to need to take the he's going to need to take the middle here if he wants to make sure the game doesn't start like it could start unraveling pretty quickly if he doesn't get parity, I think. But I don't know. I think that what I'm seeing here is basically we're a few spikes in either player's direction, and I would just be nervous for Ryan because the Guardians of the Galaxy have more chances to spike because they have more attacks,
hmm
and they will also have the wing it tokens, which will like compound on any sort of spikes, or it'll like turn a mediocre roll into a spike. So it's I would say that I'm nervous for if this is an all-out dice battle, Ryan's position. Although he might be able to control who gets hit with damage through Luke Cage's Heroes for Hire and his taunt ability. So he might be able to control that. Also, we've got, I mean, we've got Dynamo gonna pillow fist both sides as much as he can.
I mean, listen, if I had to speak from things on Ryan's side, obviously I know Sam's more my thing, but I play a lot of Guardians that I like. Things like, okay, there's no brace for impact on the Guardian side, which is nice when his Bill is going to have 4 power going into second turn. He has a size 4 sitting there. He can take the size 4. He's pretty squishy on the other side, like throwing it at Mystique, throwing it at Star Lord, or, well, of course, Rocket is for some reason immune to throws, which I'm not going to bitch about. But also, for Heroes for Hire, when I look at Heroes for Hire, I really look at like who's probably going to be Heroes for Hire. There's a good chance he does it to maybe like a Dynamo to get him out of position, but throwing a size 3 body into this little crew, I mean, he's got some damage there. The fact that there's no brace is not like super shocking, I guess, because he can't because he took Deception and Sacrifice, but that's something I look and I'm like, I'm a little excited about from the Avengers side. There goes Sam in the back. I guess you got to. That's the thing. Like, to your point, you need the parity and you need the middle now, and you can't put everybody back there. It's one thing to have Widow, a 2-pointer holding 2 points, and so it's 19 versus 17 technically if you were to like push your whole crew forward. But you're not really missing out. It's not like Widow's going to come in and do a bunch of damage. Um, but if you put Sam, if you have too many miles in the back, you're never going to be able to fight.
Yeah, I think that I mean you kind of just have to. Sam, even though he's in the back, the only problem I guess I see is that Sam doesn't have any power, so he can't charge next turn. But he's going to be putting his tougher models in the front. I mean, it seems like pretty straightforward. Makes sense. He's going to be putting Crimson Dynamo damage reduction. Bill has damage reduction. Iron Man has damage reduction. Luke Cage damage reduction. Like so, he's basically just relying on these tough characters to tank the hits from Guardians. The problem I guess is that like the Guardians also have like
Same
same
things, the
same
same models.
characters, like the same characters. Like Groot is tanky if he doesn't die, right? Because he can heal too. He's got like healing factor 3, like right, like
Groot.
basically. Yeah, yeah. So it's there's lots of tankiness here, and we'll see. He's putting Groot not on the point though, so it means that he's basically not willing to incinerate his Groot on turn one.
I don't know if he's going to put anybody on that point turn one. I don't know if he's going to risk it. Maybe he will. With who would you Dynamo? I guess could get up there and do it. I mean, he has two models left that can go on the point. It's either Rocket or Dynamo. Is the only one that can make it up there. And I doubt Rocket's going to be running to the middle of the board.
Yeah,
Um, I think the bill from Ryan might be the last model to remove and just run to the middle and be like getting ready for round two type thing. Oh, he's going to try to hit.
Curtis says he needs to preserve bodies. Ryan needs to preserve bodies. Yeah, if he loses a character on round one, if Ryan loses one of his Avengers, he is. It's like the train starts. This train starts rolling. Basically, Guardians characters could be out of model, and you're down 6-5 on going into round three, or like throughout round two. That would be just absolutely brutal.
I'm too aggressive. Maybe that gets me in trouble. That does get me in trouble a lot. So
Iron Man rolls 3 successes, 2 of them are crits. That's a very strong roll. Groot rolls 1 block. He doesn't have any wing hits on him, so he has no more rerolls. We get 2 power onto Iron Man. That's pretty great for him. It means that no matter what happens, if like as long as he has a target, he could double tap them twice with 2 6 dice attacks. So for next round. So I think that Ryan got pretty much what he wanted to out of Iron Man's activation there.
and I mean Groot's a perfect target for it, right? Early on, just try to get him down. I both love it and hate it, right? If you don't do enough damage to Groot, he heals it and you just get annoyed. But I mean, he's not going to activate Groot first. I'm guessing first round of next of round two. And so depending on how the game goes, he could just double tap him with 2 6s versus 2, and doing 5 damage is not.
Michael might be having some trouble here fitting his model in. It doesn't look like he's gonna fit. Yeah, it's like really close. I think he's out though. I think he's on the terrain there, and so he's gonna have to put him behind the piece of terrain. He's got a little bit more room. It's a little more finicky when you're playing on TTS versus in real life, right? I think in cases like this
Which do you
where
prefer?
I prefer online. I've always preferred it, but I but it looks like he's gonna get there from what I can see. It might be close.
He
Let's
should
find
just
out.
use
Oh, he's
the.
just out. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
My
he
eye.
could have done that though. He could have used the range 2. Range 2 is the base +1. You got to know that your movement
Oh
tricks
yeah,
now.
there you go. Yeah, see, thank you for being here. But this
Um,
was really big. So I think that I was thinking about Michael with Rocket. He probably would put him on the Demon Portal, right? Because he's going to be in bodyguard range of Groot. The only problem is you're setting up a wicked beam from Ryan's Crimson Dynamo, and it's like, do you want to do that? But I think that not getting Michael not getting his Crimson Dynamo on the center point is was really important for Ryan to be able to get parity here. Like I think that I would have seen Michael been willing to put Rocket on the middle to earn that 1 VP advantage
Mhm.
potentially, just because Groot can tank so many of the hits that Rocket would take.
There's actually, I think, a big role right here, not just for the power, but if he gets the, oh, you got it. Okay. Well, I'll
Wow.
take free damage any day. But I was saying, if he gets that shock on Crimson early, like the first activation, then Michael going first with Crimson is much less scary when it's only a 4 dice beam. And actually, to be fair, Ryan's done a good job where it's not really that juicy of a beam.
Yeah, I think that this is actually like Ryan might even go for the days on Crimson Dynamo like right away with now that it's on the table with Beta Ray Bill. Like he might just basically Michael is
He's just
kind of
gonna walk
forced,
up
or
and
he's like
throw his.
he's pressured really heavily to like grab that middle because he knows if he puts Rocket there, it's putting a lot of pressure on Ryan to double move Bill. But but Ryan might just say, "Screw it, incinerate your Rocket. You'll take the lead by 2 points, but I might just flip your Crimson Dynamo like right now." So there's a decision to be made on Ryan's on both sides.
Clearly, I am bad because I would not. I guess I would put Rocket there. I guess you're right. He's going to be in bodyguard range. Um, are you scared? I'm curious. Let's see where he ends up. I'm curious if the Iron Man is going to like double tap Groot, if he can push him out of the. See, this is the kind of play that like I think is super cute. Like, oh, I'm gonna potentially. I don't think with the terrain there he can push Groot out of bodyguard range. But it's the kind of play you do, and then if it fails, like if you don't get Rocket on the follow up shot, like you push Groot and then you have one attack on Rocket. If you don't get him, you kind of didn't do anything because Groot's just gonna walk back, heal himself with his superpower. So I
Yeah,
try to think of really cute plays to kill Rocket because he's annoying, and then when it fails, I'm like, oh, I should have just done something else and just accepted my fate. Um,
I'm seeing both Crimson Dynamos activating very early to build up power for the defensive needs of the rest of the team.
mhm.
I think that Michael might. I don't know if we'll get Heroes for Hire early. Probably not. He'll probably save that. But Ryan has split his team up. It makes it much harder to get multi beams. But
Mhm.
Michael
He's
has put his
shooting.
characters in a straight line. So we've got Rocket shooting into Iron Man, 2 successes into Iron Man's nothing. We got a winging.
Three
We have
successes,
a winging it here. He got a third success. So
two damage.
with after the yeah, so he's got two
Right.
damage. Yep.
It's okay. See, I don't think a Heroes for Hire, depending on what happens in this turn, is that bad. One thing I was going to talk to you about it before is, I mean, if you do it to Crimson Dynamo, depending on if he pushes himself up, like if he places to try to get like a really good beam, because he doesn't really have a great one right now, and you Heroes for Hire it, you could throw him in such a way that maybe his second beam is not that good. Groot is damaged. Crimson's damaged. I mean, he has no brace. You throw him into Groot, does a couple damage to both. Now, when your Crimson goes, I mean, you could potentially get Crimson and Groot in one go, and just start. They're not holding any extracts, but geez, I mean, what I'm scared about. We talked about this. If he fails one or two or even three of these spiders, they're all going to be in the middle. And you can't activate everybody.
Yep.
And I don't see a play where like his first activation will tear apart, Ryan's team. Because even if you go and you kill Iron Man, you're just giving like Crimson Dynamo a free move to get like the perfect beam on your team.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
which is the power of Sam. The power.
Curtis made a really clever comment or like a good play, and that's using Avengers Assemble to bring Luke Cage onto the point. If you do end up attacking into Crimson, so you get both of what you want. You're spending your card. You're blowing it early, but it might if he can get there if Luke Cage can get there in a short move, then it might be worth it to just get parity and a daze. Let's see what he does.
So I think he's doing what you were talking about, which is
Oh,
throwing.
he put
I
him within range 3 of Dynamo, though, which does put lets him use Refraction Field. Lets Michael use Refraction Field. So let's see what happens here.
I just like getting the point and being up there. I just want to have the power to throw that something.
Yeah,
Throw
because you don't get
Dynamo
it. Next
even.
turn, you don't get to throw it. That is true.
That is, I just don't love. Like, I just want to walk up there and if Bill gets attacked, you have Heroes for Hire, you have bodyguards, you have all this stuff that he's probably not going to die in one go, and he's not holding a spider. So if you have to activate him first,
We got the attack.
oh, he's doing it. Okay. I'm not. I
Yeah.
don't hate it, but I don't love it. But that's me. When he does 4 damage and kills Dynamo, then
I think Ryan might be expecting some hits coming into Beta Ray build potentially,
Mhm.
and that way he could allow a damage through to get the throw. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next
Did he
round. So we
pay
got an
two
attack here.
for Dynamo did pay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, okay. That was a massive miss on Ryan. He got nothing there. It doesn't even matter. Oh, let's see if we get
well,
a
that's
shock on this.
rolling. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna make him
Oh,
re-roll
there we
it.
go. Look at that. Is he gonna make him re-roll both? He'd make him just.
Uh,
What do you do here? Do you re-roll both or just the wild? Just the
I think just.
wild, right?
I mean, he got
And
out
he
of
got
it.
wow back
And
to the
I mean,
original roll. Oh my gosh, that was a
I
terrible
want to.
attack.
I do feel like he was. I'm not going to say baited. I don't like saying the word baited, but I feel like he was a little baited by the Crimson attack to do that because I mean he had 3 life. Okay,
Yeah,
ideally you
yeah.
have a good chance to do 2, right? The thing is, if you do 2, Crimson can't attack. He can't attack because you will heroes for hire the first attack and throw him into Groot, and he'll die before any of the other beams go off. So that's the only reason I could see trying to attack him. In my thought, is either you daze him, which actually I don't think is that good, but if you get 2 life on him, which is pretty with the rerolls, it's not really likely. But if you get the 2 life, he's on 1, he can't attack first because if you heroes for hire the first one, he'll instantly daze and waste his entire activation. So um, I can see why he did it.
So TJ Lord Michael is he really wants to. I can imagine being in his position. He probably really wants to make top cut. I was looking at his results from the last 2 seasons, and I believe he went 4-2 in season 10, which meant he was basically 1 game off of making top cut, and he
Mm-hmm.
lost to 2 top cut players. And then he played in season 11 and he lost the 6th game to make him not make top cut. So he was either win or out, and he did not get the win. So
Oh
as
man,
close as you could possibly get. And then here's another unfortunate experience that Michael's had to deal with is that he lost his second. Did he play you in the finals, or he played
no,
somebody
he
second?
played the guy that I beat in the finals of the second chance. He would have played me if he won.
Oh,
So
okay, okay. So either way he must have made it decently far. I was maybe I
he made it. He
missed a
was
loss or
4-0.
something, but
He was 4-0. Then he lost.
oh wow. So he went 4. He needed to win 5
Yep, he needed 2 more
or
games. I think
6.
it
He needed to
was,
win 6. You won 6 games to win
maybe it's
second
5.
chance.
Maybe it was 5. Maybe it was 5.
Either way, he
No.
won multiple games in a row in second chance and was on a streak, but then he
Yeah.
got cut off short. So he almost made cut in this season that way. I think
Oh yeah, he's always up there, man. I mean,
yeah.
I've played him in. I think I was 4-1 once, and he beat me like 2 seasons ago. Yeah, he's always up there. So I know he's fiending for it.
Yeah, and Ryan has made cut, I think, 3 times. I played him in the semifinals of season 8. I think he made it another time after that, but I don't recall exactly. But yeah, Ryan is he's always in the mix too. Like he's always in like going 5-1 or 4-2 or whatever, something like that. I'm sure. So he's been playing Avengers. Um, he
So
played
so
Avengers in season 8, but now he's back on Avengers again here.
so interesting. And I'm curious your take on this. He, I wonder if they chose to do spiders first. Obviously not. Um, so he moved Star Lord back. He moved Bill back, and I guess Mystique didn't get hit. You had the choice to move them forward, but I guess when they're guardians, it also becomes a little bit of a not liability, yeah, liability because then Star if you don't kill Star Lord, he's going to shoot you. So, do you like this idea that send 2 of them back? Because I mean, Bill's hot garbage where he is right now. He's too far away. He has 2 power. He's not doing anything. He can throw his little. Okay, he can throw the summon the storm. Do you like this kind of? I've already damaged the front line. Move the back line back. It's not like Groot's going to run away and get out of there fast enough before he dazes. Or would you have pushed them all forward and said, "I'm about to beam 5 people"?
No, I think that Ryan made smart decisions with the spiders there. I would have
I
done I would have done something similar.
no, I agree. As much as I think there's already a nice beam sitting there. Um, 2 to 3 miles, especially the hurt ones, is going to be fine. And you don't want the counter strike of Star Lord double tapping you if you don't get him, which you're probably not gonna do with Dynamo's beam twice. Who is he gonna activate first? So Sam got put in the back. So it looks like Sam, Widow, Bill, and Star Lord all got moved while Mystique was fine. I mean, from Ryan's side, it doesn't really matter, right? Sam is gonna just double walk probably back up there to get ready for round 3. Widow's gonna walk behind the terrain.
Yeah.
Um, and so, I think the spiders are definitely worse for TG Michael. I think it's much more impactful to have your Bill, and that's the other thing, right? You double walk Bill, you get eyes on the prize, and now you're sitting with a Bill that's super far away with no power to throw. Of course, he has an extract, so that's valuable. Um, but assuming that if Ryan would have just walked up a bunch, um, he would be in a pretty good position too.
Yeah, throwing like Gert is like he's one terrain throw, size 4 terrain throw, 5 damage if he misses, if he whiffs, and he's dead just with the single terrain throw there from Ryan's Beta Ray Bill. The I didn't yeah chat pointed out that Michael on the blue side is from Montreal, so he's part of this. It
I
sounds like
think,
he's part of the Montreal Shark Tank, and or
yeah,
he's in the mix there, and he's been playing for about a year or so. So
nice.
he's doing pretty good for only a year, and I was probably not playing as well as he is. So yeah, that's cool. He's putting his Wing It tokens on right now. We got Groot and Rocket and Beta Ray Bill. So he didn't put one on Crimson Dynamo. I think I would have probably setting
Why
up at the
Bill
Deadly
though?
Duo. Probably setting up Deadly Duo on Rocket. And why Bill? Yeah, that is a good question. I think that
Like,
he just wants the extra. I don't know. He's really banking on that spender.
oh wait, who's he rolling with? Is he doing a beam? He's doing a beam. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably clipping. Looks like he's clipping Beta Ray Bill and Luke Cage. They both have cover though, so I think Ryan's like he knows he's not taking the damage and he's hoping to not get shocked.
I guess he's getting Iron Man too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah,
he
the
got five.
spiders. That's what the spiders did for
He did just took a
Michael.
million damage. Oh, he got Bill for like a bunch, right?
He got
Just
Bill for. Well, he loses 2 from cover. So he takes only 5 into 1. His ends up being only 2 damage.
all right. Well, now he can throw. There we go. We're
Yeah,
on
there we
to
go. All right. Yeah. He's got aggressive, so he's going to get out of the beam again probably or he's looking to try to make the right play here. He'll either get out of the beam or you just get ready to clap back hard. The shotgun bill is a real bummer. But it just
well, he just needs one model to die and it's gone anyway. So
yeah, exactly. That's
yeah,
the
if he
Sam's
gets Iron Man,
leadership. Yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it is. It is. It
Pretty
is
good
pretty
leadership.
good.
I miss it when I don't play it because when somebody dies, you at least have some happiness, like a very minute amount of happiness. You're like, oh, I get to move somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
really, if Iron Man dies from this, which it does suck because he's loaded with power, ready to do some stuff. Bill gets to move again, get in the middle where he wants to go. Dynamo's going to come up, and he's basically like nothing happened.
Curtis thinks
I get,
that Bill should shake. Shaking is for losers.
oh
No.
my god, who said that? Who said that? Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis said that.
And that doesn't play Sam. You do not shake that condition. You just accept that somebody's going to die at some point and hold off long enough. Like, see, look, Iron Man's almost dead.
Oh, there we
He
go.
died.
Look at that. See, I told you.
You know that good.
Wow,
How does that?
that must have been a huge roll. We got from Michael. What did he roll here?
Why
2
they?
hits, a crit, and 2 wilds. He rolled another 5 successes into Iron
Whoa.
Man blocking nothing. So he took the 4. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's well. If you roll like that, then it helps. But I mean, there's a potential big clapback from.
Yeah. Who needs to shake? That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Shame
He's
on
not going to
Curtis
take.
for even suggesting that.
It is probably right to hold the heroes here though, because it's. Jeez, so I'm not worried about the Deadly Duo. What do you do now?
How do you say your name? Is it Adman B? I just say Adman B. Is that how I just say it?
Look at this roll. What is this insane?
Let's see.
What
He's
is this?
rolling into Luke Cage. Oh my
That
dear
was worth like
mighty,
3.
holy
Okay, he only took
moly!
one. He only took one. It's
That's
okay.
crazy. Yeah,
He only took
Adman B.
one. And he
Okay.
knocked out. Yeah, we're okay. But like, come here.
Oh man. Oh wow, wow. Okay. Holy moly, 5 crits. Oh man. That's like
They can't see my pointer, right? They can't see my pointer.
no, no, no.
Right?
If you're gray, they can't see your points. They can't see your mouse.
Okay.
And I
Well,
can't
that's
see
a,
your I can't see your mouse either. So yeah, you're good. You're good.
any way that can I measure stuff or no?
No, you can't use the tools. Admin B, you mentioned that that you had someone in your meta that um what did you say? You said someone in your meta was like there was like a nickname for what was it? Shoot, I missed it in the chat. Here it is. If you go on a streak and then you go on a hot streak and then you lose, you were like they had a name for that in their meta. That's pretty cool. All right, so who do we have going on here? We've got Bill activating.
I think he
Oh no,
just did a
that was just one beam. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What a
I think
crazy
he
character.
threw Bill again.
Yeah.
And Bill blocked one, and I think he's deciding if he's going to take the damage.
Oh, hold on. Sam trigger Dynamo to disruption the next beam? Am I
Eh,
frig? Did he get the? Did he do the? Okay,
he
he did use
didn't.
the Sam trigger. Good.
Bill
I
would be
missed that. I have to watch for these things that
okay.
could be missed on judge
Okay, the
calls.
second beam did no damage. Okay, so
Okay.
getting Iron Man it sucks, but for Ryan, but it's not the end of the world. He's gonna just blast somebody with Helios next turn. But you got to do it. That's the problem that I'm worried about is Iron Man's gonna wake up, and if this Dynamo if somebody kills him before he gets a chance to go off. I'm trying to think of a way to end Rocket's life right now.
Curtis still hanging. Still, he's still stuck on getting that shake, Bill.
No, absolutely not. Get out of here.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We're having he's using his rocket boots. What are they called? They're called propulsion thrusters. Paid 2 power to place range 2. He's just trying to dodge the beam. And now he's playing We Are Groot. That's smart play. It's removing 2 damage off of every character within 4 of Groot. Effectively healing Groot to full and Crimson Dynamo to 1. It's all that attrition is now that Ryan thought he had. It's just evaporated.
I wonder if he can do this so that he's out of no, probably not. I was gonna say, could he get someplace where he's out of 3 of the other Crimson, but I think at some point you just accept that he's going to spend all his power.
Looks like he just spent power on Bill, I think. Or did I?
He was seeing if Crimson was going
Oh, he
to.
must have spent the power to reduce damage on Bill.
Yeah,
And now he's
that's why.
back to 2. Oh man,
Yeah,
that was
that's
a
where I
tough
was like,
decision.
that is tough. That is a definitely tough decision, especially now that you can't bank on someone else. This is the problem, right? Like Iron Man wants one of his forward pieces. If you think of maybe chess or something, where he has the 2 back pieces, so he lost one of the 4 ones he actually wants to go with. I actually do think losing Iron Man to 1 beam is big. Through cover, through armor, 5 versus 3 dice,
Yeah.
to take 3 damage is a pretty I'd be a little bit salty about that. Especially
Yeah, I
because
guess.
if Iron Man lives on 1 through this whole thing, right? If this happened, and if you're sitting with Iron Man on 1 health, I think you just go with Iron Man and start
Yeah,
laying
of course.
down.
You just like destroy Groot probably or like
And
expect to.
then Bill would be shocked, and that'd be bad, right? Because you'd have to shake it. Think about that, because Iron Man wouldn't have died,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
Curtis?
maybe. Right, yeah.
But he didn't move Bill after he was so worried about the deception. I guess because he didn't want to go with Bill next. But I'm trying to think of ways to kill Rocket. I like this play. I think this is fine. Is he how close is he to the other guy? Can the other guy do his thing?
Oh yeah, let's see. That's
Did you just get
he
out?
just had there was no escape. There was you know what? He could have put Crimson Dynamo on the terrain piece and been fine. Maybe no, I don't think it would have worked. I think that the terrain is set up in such a way that you're either in the disruption field and you can hit them both, or you nothing, or you can't get anything. Just like
Yeah.
good placement for Michael to for Ryan to have to basically make a hard choice there. The beams looking like it's hitting Groot because he's rolling 2 dice. He gets 3 successes, but disruption field
All right.
ruins that.
He doesn't get the shock, but he rolls the
Yeah.
hits again.
And now he gets to go into Groot again, probably, right? Because Rocket's gonna avoid taking this hit. Either way, we don't actually know who's taking the damage because they both roll 2 energy defense. So we have to figure it out based on the damage that is applied. Michael's gonna burn through all of his disruption field power if he keeps spending it. He only has one more chance left. He just spent it again, it looks like. So
All right. Did do 1 damage. All right, he's doing some. This is where it's that issue I was kind of talking about, where he's going to do all this stuff to Groot, and if Groot gets to go
yeah,
next,
oh man, yeah.
right? It's just like, ugh, ugh. So he should. It doesn't matter who he does now. He should. I would pick. I pick Rocket. I feel like I'd pick Rocket first. Oh, this is he doing the second beam? Oh
He's
my
yeah,
god!
yes, we got our beam here. So only 2 successes. That's not great.
3 successes. Holy shit! Sorry, I was trying.
That's
Holy crap!
it's all good. It's all good. I swear when I'm playing, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, just one. He didn't pay for it this time, so he got one through somewhere.
Yeah, and then this roll, he just
Unless
didn't
that
get
was on, unless
the
that was on Rocket. That was on.
the
Okay, he
damage
shocked.
just wasn't there. That's painful.
Mm,
That's a painful outcome for Ryan probably. Groot is going to activate, I'm sure, very soon, and he's going to
gonna
heal,
shake and heal.
and he's going to root Crimson Dynamo, right? And probably Bill. Oh man, it's a multi-turn. If he gets one more damage, he can do all those things: heal 3 and double root.
And like real big hindsight, like losing Iron Man there was actually really big. Like
Yeah,
really,
because for sure he could have gone early, and he would have. I think he would have double attacked Groot.
yeah, yeah. Let's see what happens. He had disruption field on both sides. I mean, and to be fair, I don't know if Rocket's within disruption field, which I guess I guess you could have just moved. Like, I guess he was hoping he wouldn't be in disruption field when he did this because it would have changed. Well, it would change a little bit. Groot would almost be dead actually if there was no disruption field. Um, she not got a deception, or is she? Maybe
Well,
she would.
it means that he only has Luke Cage to pick up the piece. So I guess Bill could pick it up too, but
He is on fire, and you get rapid fire.
yeah, I just don't know if that's enough. That's enough here because you're at 3. What do you got? 2, 4 into 2. Rapid fire, maybe. Like it's probably like a higher than 50% chance, maybe, but like barely. If I had to guess.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Curtis likes the play, so I mean, what do I know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem with commentating. You have all these second. We're armchair generals on the first line, and then we have the real backseaters
yeah.
who have no voice that anyone can hear and want to tell you how wrong you are all the time.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do the same when Dr. Norbert does it. I'm like, you're right. Well, the problem, I like his streams, but he gets rules wrongs a lot. And I'm just like, I can't watch this. Like, he's like, this is happening. I'm like, it's not happening. It's reverse bodyguard, not normal bodyguard. But
I like the stream. I like how serious like they dress for like
yeah,
in a way that
yeah.
matches how serious I take the tournament games. I play this game to when I play this game in tournaments, I just like to play the best I can. I hope my opponent plays the best they can, and and I take it seriously. I hope they take it seriously, just for like that hour and a half that we play the game, and we see who comes out on top. And I think that I like that Norbert takes it like he dresses in the suit. Like it's like I know it's like kind of like it's a thing, but it's also you're putting an effort to your stream. He also like the stream itself is always really good and fun. So I like his streams, and I mean, you should see me on one of the streams I did earlier this week. I made a bunch of wrong call. I made a bunch of missed calls, and I mean, some games are just crazy hectic, and you like it's easy to miscall something. So I don't know.
Maybe there.
We
Maybe
need
the
we need
people.
more streams in general.
Exactly. See, we need more people talking about it. So he's gonna pull her in. And
Looks like Michael put her in a position to have cover as well, potentially from attacks if possible, basically. Um,
so
so yeah,
she's coming within outside of 2. Okay, so she wants her up there, but outside of 2 because of martial artists.
yeah, but it also sets up Rocket and Groot's attacks too. So using deception on a character with a long move is obviously it's more beneficial, right? Because the deception lets you move them their movement. Widow having a long move means like you really get to bring her into your death trap, basically.
Yeah, this is where I'm trying to think. Like he was so worried about deception.
Oh, hold on.
And
Is he rolling the booby trap? He's not. Okay. He could have booby trapped Black Widow with Rocket's power, but I think he's saving his power for Deadly Duo. Okay, so we have an attack. We've got 2 successes into 1, and then um, we have a rapid fire ability. So one thing to keep in mind with Mystique is that you cannot use reactive superpowers against her. So Widow has a reactive ability, um, which would let you do damage back to your attacker, but that is offline while it's Mystique's turn.
well, just roll good. I think nothing happened. 1 damage. All right, we take those.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's gonna activate now for sure, right, and run away. Um, like that's probably what you do. You need that VP. You cannot afford to go down a VP. She's like, if she's winning you 2 VPs around, then like you're
I
feeling
mean,
good.
yeah. I mean, that's about as good as you can get for what just happened, right? You deception's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You only took 1 damage. You have a size 4 you get to hide behind, which is one thing I'm like wondering if Bill's ever going to actually throw that size 4, since it's it's a nice shield for like people standing on it and stuff like cover. I think you're better off just throwing like dynamo and stuff. I'm still back on like when when Iron Man died, I feel like Bill should have moved forward. Like he's the problem is he's sitting at 2 power and he's not in range of anybody, right? To
Yeah.
attack. So and he doesn't have any way to get up there because he already used the leadership and he can't Avengers assemble. So I don't know what he was scared of other than deception. It had to be deception, but I guess I would have just went with Bill. If I was that scared, I would have just gone with Bill next. Yeah, could he kill if he was up there? I would have much more faith in him to like throw somebody into Groot and like 1 attack, right? Because now you're banking on you have to get a power. Crimson Dynamo sitting there with 2 power, so if you try to do some fancy attack with Groot, ugh, just having the first Crimson go, you just be able to build all this power for your dang anti rerolls on the other Dynamo. So you make their beam like now. Of course, next turn he can actively like move out of range and get back up. Yeah, what is gonna happen here? I don't know.
I think that Groot roots. I think he fishes for 1 damage.
But what do you
Uh,
do if you're? What do you do if you're?
Ryan.
Oh, he just went with Widow, so it's not
Yeah,
even him.
yeah.
That's right. At least they'll get priority. I think that's something to probably be a little bit. That'll be interesting. Assuming he doesn't kill anybody, he'll get priority with pretty decent positioning on several of his guys. I also like I don't know what the range is, but I do like Heroes for hiring Deadly Duo, because you just after the first attack, you like throw Rocket away, and then if he's out of range 5, he loses all the other attacks.
Right.
And there's nothing backstopping Rocket from Heroes for Hire, so he might be saving Heroes for Hire for that kind of play. It just depends on how close they are, because you're going to be thrown small, which is 3 some inches in your range 5. So if you're not within 3 of those 2, you're going to be out of range after the hero. So yeah, I mean, if he deadly duos and attacks,
Dude, hold on. We're so bad.
what?
Curtis says, imagine commentating the whole game thinking Michael has Deadly Duo.
Oh yeah, well,
No, that was my bad. Oh my gosh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
blame
like I
Curtis on that
assume.
because Curtis brought it up. He's like, he's setting up for a deadly dude. Not
No,
Curtis.
I
Stupid.
think I first said that.
He
I'm
brought it
totally
up,
on
you,
me.
and then
Totally
like
on me.
this.
Yeah, Chrono mentioned it twice. Well, you should have mentioned it a third time, all right? Because now look at me.
I don't read the chat. I'm not. I don't have it up. I should
Okay,
bring
yeah,
it up.
you should check it out. It's wild right now. Lots of shots not fired. That's so good.
Oh, I
Okay,
appreciate you telling me this as I'm planning out on how to counter it.
yeah,
Well, this
yeah.
makes it a lot easier then. Fuck, this can be. Why would? Yeah, whatever. I was like thinking of ways to like peel apart Groot and Rocket so they can't Heroes for Hire or Duo, and we don't even need it. Who'd he shoot?
Okay, okay. Oh, look at this. And you're like chirping Dr. Norbert over there, and we're just totally.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, did he
All
roll
right.
his dice?
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
let's see here. What do we have? Okay,
7 dice
so
is
Rocket is going though. He did an attack. He's doing a spender.
on to 2.
I actually would have liked seeing Groot go here because I would have double rooted his characters and then attacked, hopefully baiting out the Heroes for Hire. But if you don't, like, because if you bait out Heroes for Hire and you take a damage on Groot, that gives you enough power to heal, like 3. So I think that
We shot him.
he shot into Crimson Dynamo. Yeah, it looks like. Is he within 3? Yeah, I mean,
No.
you want to put those root outs ASAP. I think that would have been. Ryan might be assuming he has Deadly Duo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man, like look at that, like total mind trip that
Man,
he doesn't have it. Wow.
now I feel like a jackass.
No, no, no. I think that it's so easy. I think a lot of players will understand the logical the reason we thought that, or I thought that, and made you
It's
think
like
that.
it's like thinking they have brace, right? And you realize, well, that's the one you always look for. So I'm not gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bird of prey somebody. There's no one cool to bird of prey. All the 2 bird of prey targets even better.
Some 5D chess. Yeah, I know, right? Don't
Yeah. The real thing is when you're the Guardians player, you talk about it like you have it. You're like, oh, I gotta keep them within 2 for this deadly duo.
Yeah, yeah. You don't even mention it. You just say I got to make sure they're within 2, all right?
Just keep measuring range 5. 3 targets within 5. 3
Okay.
targets
Oh,
within
oh no, it's like, oh, actually, you know what? The range. Okay, now we're going into it a little too much, but like, range
No,
2
that
is the
makes sense.
bodyguard online. But you gotta say, okay, I gotta make sure Root and Rocket and Groot have 2 power each. Gotta make sure they have 2 power each. And
So what do you do here? So let's just say
okay,
I'm trying to think. What do you do here? Is it
well,
worth dazing Groot? The problem is now if you daze, you lose priority. So you just go to like throw. I mean, he's all he has left. TJ Lord, other than he can walk and attack once or something with the 2 guys in the back. He doesn't. It's like a lot of his big threat damage has gone. Rocket's gone. Crimson Dynamo's gone.
yeah,
Deception's gone. Like maybe it's not a waiting turn. I do. I respect Ryan being so I don't know what the word is, but like I would be like way up there, like getting my ass kicked because I'd be so scared of what's been happening. I don't know. He got a big beam next turn, maybe
yeah.
just dazing
Whatever this
everybody.
play is, it's definitely just setting up round 3 because he can't hit anyone. He's gonna have
Hmm.
enough power to charge or airlift next turn. And he does want to avoid the beam. I think he probably wants to avoid the beam again. So putting your guy in a position. Deception's gone too, so you can go wherever you want.
He's going
Um,
man up. I love it. Oh, he's doing some weird measuring. I don't know what he's trying to do, but
well, he's
he doesn't
trying.
want to do
Looks
it.
like he wants to stay in cover of Mystique's rapid fire. Very smart, so that there's really no threat there from Mystique. And she can't destroy size 4 buildings, I think. Let's just take another look at her card. Um, size with
3.
the size
Oh,
3 or less. Yep. So
that's good.
you're not worried about Mystique just like auto killing you if later
He,
in the round or something.
he went within 3. Is that good or bad?
It's good because he's gonna get cover from Mystique's attacks, so she's effectively not gonna do a whole lot of damage. But
Gotcha. So you want
but then
him.
he can hit her. I think being in range there would have been better.
But I think when you have charge, if you really want to attack her, you just charge in and attack her there. I don't know if he's going to attack her. I say you just wake up and I don't know if he's within 3 with Iron Man. You just Helios her off the board and take her spider. um, I could see something like that. I could also see a Helio. I mean, one thing I think not people forget, but like there's like a play where, man, I could see a play where you do I mean, he's gonna have a unibeam potentially, a ton of power, a ton of damage. I mean, I could see Avengers assemble into a unibeam into Helios, and man, he could do a lot of damage. I mean, I'm actively not trying to kill somebody who hasn't activated because I
Right,
want
right.
Cryo with Iron Man
Yeah.
next turn, and I think he could light up some people with a unibeam and like a because some people people don't forget about it, but the AOE 1 damage ping from the I'm gonna get it right the Helios has potential to do a lot of damage too, especially if somehow Groot is like sitting on one, but he's gonna heal himself, right?
Yeah. I think that so we got some interesting back and forth in the chat. We have some Montreal Shark Tankers. They're picking on Curtis in there, and Curtis is on my team for an upcoming event. It's a team event that Schmidt you're running.
I am running it, and I
So,
have a team of. If they're listening to this, I have some friends that I have very. My faith in my team is low, a little bit low.
well, the Shark Tank from Montreal is also in it too. I believe, actually, now that I think about it, I think Michael is actually in this event.
I think
So
he's on their team,
yeah, I think he's
right?
on with Vodka Blitz and Nick, I believe, and
Yeah,
Curtis and I are on a team. So it's a little bit of a back and
I
forth
mean,
come in this chat here.
I'd say all the pressure's on you guys. I mean, both the Canadians just fighting it out. You guys gotta. I bugged like some of the Americans. There's like Deaton and stuff. Is he talking in this chat? Sometimes he's awake. Get them in here. They're too scared. That's the problem. You know, they talk on their podcasts, blah blah blah, and then when it comes time to put three of them out there, where are they? Nowhere.
Well, they're all prepping for
MCP thing.
WTC,
Yeah,
right? Right. I know, but like you could
yeah.
use that, right?
Okay.
It's
We had
all
a
right.
good roll on both sides. Star
Nice.
Lord
Star
went
Lord
through.
attacks
Yeah,
into
but
Crimson Dynamo.
3 into 3 there.
No damage.
Winging it.
Oh,
Oh, he just.
oh yeah.
Oh, he rolled everything. Oh, yeah, because he got the. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Plucky that. I guess you might as well try because
Wow. Terrible
you're
plucky.
terrible
But that was
plucky.
a very nice. Ryan needed a block like that.
I mean, I mean, what is Groot gonna do? He could spend her, right?
I am very surprised he did not activate Groot. Like
I
rooting
think,
Crimson Dynamo, rooting Bill. It seems like so amazing. Even if
I
you
think,
like pull him, even if you pull Groot back or something.
but I think the reason is similar to what we were saying before. If he waits, right now, Groot can be the last person, right? He can go on the point, he can heal himself, he can root, he can spend her, and Ryan is not incentivized to kill Groot before that because it'll give away priority. So I think
Oh,
from
I see.
TGLord,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like
You said that before. Now I have my brain receptors have connected. I get exactly what you're saying now. Yeah,
if he
making
dies, you're like, all
yeah.
right, I get prio and I'll wake up and beam you with my dynamo. But I like this. I agree. I think there's yeah, I could see it both ways, but I think you at this point you need the swing turn of. I mean, man, if he fails spiders, you could do like a 5 beamer with dynamo if the two, judging by where the models are now.
Yeah,
Or you just
yeah.
go with Iron Man. I think Iron Man doesn't have to go first because with Heroes for Hire and Luke being bodyguarding, unless I guess technically Mystique could probably one shot.
Let's
Uh,
see. Iron
and
Man, the
oh,
beam costs. Oh, I can't see it on this side. I'd have
Fire was
to
six?
flip it over. I think it costs
4.
four. It costs four.
I
So
want to
you
say so.
could,
Let me look it up.
yeah,
I think
you
it might
could
be 6.
charge up
It
his
might
beam right with Friday AI, and then hit if it's 8 dice, and then you could hit another 6 dicer after that. I think it's a
it
six
might
dice.
be it might be 6. Let me go look. Iron Man. I don't always I don't see
So
the wrong Iron Man.
Luke Cage is attacking Mystique. Mystique has martial artist, so she's blocking one with that blank, and we've
Oh, it's
got
only
Ryan attacking with 2 hits, and so it looks like one goes through,
well, he gets blanks, so
and he's
0.
going to throw a piece of
Oh,
terrain
wrong
into
guy.
Mystique as well. No brace, so she's gonna have to dodge that.
What he throwing?
Uh, he,
Size what?
he threw size one, so it's
Oh,
actually
that little
smart of
finger.
Luke Cage to do that, right? Because she could have blew it up at one point, but
Yeah. Oh, she took
now
2 from it too. Okay, now she's in. See, now she's. This is the swing turn, man. I'm telling you. Oh, you know. Well, it's not going to happen because she can die. She's okay if she
yeah,
dies.
Well,
I
she's
don't.
going to. She's going to.
For what?
I mean, Bill could get her.
He could. That is true.
But it's either she dies this turn, or I think she gets got next turn.
Oh, I think she's gonna get got.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I, this is where I'm sitting there thinking maybe when Bill took the one damage from Crimson, him sitting on 4 power and 2 health would feel pretty good right now. Is all I'm gonna say. Like
right, yeah.
him sitting with 4 power, you walk over, you throw this size 3 at Mystique, or you throw I don't know Groot at Mystique, something like that, or you throw Dynamo away up from the board. No, you probably don't want to do that. You probably just want to go in and mess up some people. Let's do it. I'm so jacked up for next turn.
Yeah, next turn
I'm
will
like
be
itching.
huge.
I'm like, I want to be the Dynamo Iron Man player. He has 10 power on Iron Man.
Yep, he's
Who
gonna
does?
he's gonna have 10 power. Yep.
So he can double beam, but you can't Avengers Assemble if you do that. I
Well,
think I
because the
would.
beam costs 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fight it. I think depending on where everyone lines up, right? Like if Mystique fails the spider, she's going to the left, and you could, depending on where Groot ends up. I think you could do the beam and then do a Helios. I think you might as well do the Helios and try to get it, you know. Yeah, if you're gonna have 3 power sitting on the Widow in the back who doesn't need it. Dynamo has a decent bit. You could probably spend 1 or 2, and you probably get like an 8 dice Helios, and that does AOE anyway. So there is some.
I don't know. I
It,
feel like it's not enough. I feel like Helios is like you need for the KO is what I think.
I'm worried about Iron Man getting KO'd. I think it depends on how the beam does. To be fair, like if you have 3 people sitting on 1 life, and all you need to do is roll wild on the Helios and kill 3 people, then I would Helios. Um, but you're right. Maybe if it goes really well, I'm also thinking like, oh, he's gonna die. But if you get first and you get to double beam for 6 dice and 8 dice, then maybe nothing's gonna kill him because you still have heroes for hire and stuff. So I think maybe you're probably right there where I'm thinking he's dead after this, but there's really not a ton like instantly threatening him without Deadly Duo, right? Who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
Crew of the Milano, is that going to be anything cool
Well, I
next
think
turn?
that it was helpful for the shock. It would be helpful for like if his whole team got like shocked or something, right? I think that's really what he was saving
Generated.
it for. Um,
When do you play it? You
I, th-
play it
yeah, I don't
each.
know. You play it at the beginning of the next round, probably. I think to make sure you don't get any conditions. The problem is that it's only shock, right? The only condition that I
Well,
guess
it's
Luke
gonna rain.
Cage can give out. Oh yeah, that's fair.
It's
There you
gonna
go.
be yeah.
Perfect. You
Gives you that one
definitely
turn where you really want to get on the points.
exactly. So this turn you get your Groot on the points. You heal. You then next turn you pop. Oh, okay, hold on.
Ooh.
He's
Is he
moving
get
Groot.
sacrifice range?
Yeah, he is. He's putting himself in and outside of 3. Why? I wonder why. So he just isn't
So he
gonna
can't.
attack.
It's so he can't do the thing to him, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
and he's gonna attack Luke Cage. Yeah, probably.
Is he gonna spender him?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna.
Or no?
I'm sure he'll heal. He's doing a 4 dicer because he's shocked.
Okay, that doesn't seem.
There
That
and there's a 1. There's a. It's blocked so far.
one through. Winging it, yeah, because Groot's winging.
Yeah, that's nice. Look at
It
it, turn
did
1.
1 damage anyway. It didn't
Oh
actually
yeah,
reroll.
yeah.
Wow. Ooh, I don't.
It didn't matter at all.
I know, but like, I guess there's only like, why is he saving his Bill's activation so he can double walk to the middle or something? Did you like that activation? I didn't
Um,
love the
no,
activation.
I do the route. I'm telling you, I'm like still on that route. Like, is he on?
It
He's
can
not
one
ranged to
block
root
per
anyone except
turn.
for Luke Cage. Like, so he definitely should have rooted first and then moved. That was, I think, that was a misplay. We'll
Oh
find
yeah,
out later in the game, but
no, I think rooting. Yeah, you're 100% right. He should have rooted Bill, at least, at the very least.
yeah, yeah.
What is he measuring?
I don't know if
The
it'll. I don't know if it will be, um, that big of a like. I think that he is going to get the points advantage, more significant points advantage this round. So it might not end up being as big of a problem of missing that route on Bill or Crimson. Either one of them would have been good. Um, because he's going to get 2 secures here probably, I would assume.
Well,
He could Avengers assemble, like Ryan could Avengers assemble onto
I
the.
don't think you do it. I think you wait. I think the next turn is the swing turn, and let's. I think you let it fly. So where is he gonna go here? He's gonna walk up and make some attacks. What's he doing? Get within one.
Oh, now the conditions matter for Sam players.
Now
Of course, Curtis.
yeah, well
um,
now, yeah. Like, then you just wait for somebody to die and then it's gone. Yeah, hit that Star Lord. Hit him. Stun him. Get your 1 power. Here's what you do. You hit him for 2, and then you throw Crimson into him. Or you
right.
throw him off the point. I mean, that's the thing. If you get 1 power, you can throw Star Lord off the point. And honestly, knowing you're gonna go first, oh god, if he gets 1 power, actually, let's see if he gets 1. Did Dynamo pay?
He got a big hit here. He's wow.
Oh,
Michael
he,
missed his defense roll, and he's got 5
oh,
successes. He's gonna plucky this, of course. He's
I
got
was
no
gonna
winging it, so let's see what he gets from the plucky.
he just dies. Holy
Nothing. Oh my gosh, he takes 5. Is that it? Is that Starlord? Oh, he's 1 health left. Oh my gosh, that was a
okay.
huge roll for Ryan.
Okay, so you have 2 choices. You can throw him and kill him, which stops the back point, and you can pick up his spider. I'm I guess I like that. I
I
don't
like,
know.
I
Part of
like, I
me, no,
like
I like
that.
this play better. No, this is what I want. I want no, don't hit anybody. Throw him
Oh,
to the
oh, I see. You're saying keep the VP on Star Lord, but you're relying on your beam next turn to just wipe him out, and he doesn't
yeah,
even get to activate next turn.
exactly.
I don't know.
Other than
I like the fact. I like Ryan doing it this way, where he hits Star Lord dies here, because you're down on VPs. I would say that if you were tied, I'd be more willing to do
yeah.
that strategy that you mentioned, but
But to your point, I also believe that there is a chance Starler just dies before he go. This is where like, well, he's damn it, he hasn't sacrificed. This is where I was like, oh, without sacrifice, I would like Helios Star Lord, right?
right.
Like, where I consider just messing him up instantly. I've thrown him there. I guess he's doing damage to whatever his name is. Man, that was a nice attack.
Yeah, that was huge. That like brought him Ryan right into the like
Yeah,
right back into the game. If we're thinking that he's like in a little bit of trouble, he's it's let's see what the score ends up being at the in the end of the round, but um, I'd feel a lot more comfortable in my position now if I was Ryan.
yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, now I'm curious what he's going to do at the top of the turn,
Yeah,
uh, because you also have things like how many star health the Star Lord have on the backside.
5, 6. I think he's a 6/5.
6/5. Hmm. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Bill and Dynamos everywhere. Yeah,
And he has all his cards left too. It's
yeah.
all
That's
cards
actually kind
left.
of crazy. I wonder what he was thinking with Eyes on the Prize. That'll be a question that I'll ask Ryan. And if anyone else has any questions or things we want to point out in the game, please let me know. I'll try to not miss them.
Dude, it's totally for that when he dazes one of his characters, when they wake up, they can pick it right back up without moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, that's why. I've used an Eyes on the Prize turn 5 once, 1 dime, but he hasn't used any cards. He's holding his hand. I like this. I'm curious what the other bill's going to do. Walk up and hit the one bill? I guess you got to, right? And maybe throw him if you get the damage. God, Bill's basic attack is so trash. You know what? He wanted to damage to. See, he did he even get a damage on
If you
Dynamo?
Helios Star Lord, I mean, doesn't he like? I don't understand. He would just sacrifice it onto Crimson, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You can't do it now. I made the comment of like if he didn't have
Yes,
sacrifice.
yeah. I'm just responding to Curtis in the comments. Yeah.
I I still I don't know. I
You're
feel like you could
okay.
have thrown him like a different direction to maybe get him in a different spot. I don't. Maybe not. But see, you could have
Yeah.
thrown him like if you. I mean, you did 1 damage to Crimson, which 1 damage is 1 damage, and you wanted it to add up because it's probably only going to do 1 if he rolls 1 block, right? There's also a world where like you throw it into like that piece of terrain to the right, which would actually mess up Bill's move if you threw it the right way. Um, see what he does.
I think that having them together, it just means that Ryan's Crimson has another beam option, a double beam into Michael's Star Lord and Crimson Dynamo. So all right, let's see what Michael's going to do with the last activation here. He has Bill. He's going to looks like he's doing a single move, and looks like he's eyeing up. Um, he's trying to be he's outside of disruption range. He looks like he's going to do an attack into Ryan's Bill. If he gets, oh, he's going to do a spender into him. So he's going
He's
to roll
definitely
six
not doing it.
dice.
Well, he's going to do that one to him. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. He had 2 power, so he's rolling 6 dice. Reroll 2 because Bill is a flyer, but he also gets a reroll 2 from the winging it.
Oh, there you go. And we questioned why he put winging
Heroes
it on.
for hire. Boom. He's
There we
gonna
go.
throw Bill off the point, which means that it's gonna mean Michael isn't gonna get a single secure this round.
Love it.
Wow, that was a huge. That was the key. That was a very strong moment to play Heroes for Hire. Yeah, look at that. Curtis must have called it. I didn't see it until just now.
Did he,
So
did he
I'm gonna
call
say
it?
that. I'm gonna say that he probably said it after, just so that I don't want to give him credit for calling it early or anything like that.
I do like the other thing I like about this is it sets up Luke turn 2
Oh
that if
yeah,
you don't get Crimson, like if Crimson doesn't die, you can do some damage. You can bodyguard some attacks. It can cost 3 though. That root, man. Wait for that root.
yeah. But at least he can block one maybe key hit here. So yeah, I like those. This was like a very strong time to play the card. So nice work
Maybe
on
it
Ryan's side.
might just kill Luke.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be a bummer, but
Well, then you don't get the throw, so it's going to kill Luke, right?
oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Does it? It does, I think. Hold on. It must not if he's putting the shock on him.
Oh, he did 4, right? He might not have counted.
He has 6 into 1. It's 5. Takes. Yeah, it's 4. It should be
Yeah,
enough. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Okay,
he.
yeah.
Well, at
All
least the
right.
root.
Wow. So there we go. Michael getting a key daze there on the
Yeah,
Heroes for
I mean,
Hire
I
play.
don't think it's the end of the world for the Luke. I mean, I think it's annoying, but at least your build didn't die who has a point on him. Like it's a 1 point swing for doing it, but he's up now, right? He has 2. He has 3 and 2 points versus 2 and 1. So I mean, he's gonna be up.
Yeah,
He got
5.
5
He
to
goes 8 to 7.
8 to
Yeah, so he's
7.
winning. Wow, look at that. That was a very strong swing for Ryan.
Yeah.
He look at that. Yeah,
It's a
this is a
if
pretty
those,
cool game. It's a pretty sick game. Like there's this. This is
yeah.
still anyone's game totally, and this, yeah, like you said, this next turn, round 3, is going to be massive. I think.
Measuring. Why is he measuring this?
So Ryan is measuring. He's doing the leadership because Luke died.
Oh
Luke
yeah,
dazed.
someone died. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Duh.
he's setting up the beam. He's got priority, right? So he's maybe looking for Beam City here.
Fucking beam your own people. I love it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be on the point though, because his
Build.
bill is on the point. So I would hope he doesn't put Crimson on the middle demon portal.
If I'll tell you this, if it meant getting a good beam, I would just put him on the damn portal. Like if he
Yeah,
can't get off of it, he can't get off. He can get off of it, it looks like, but yes, if you can, I think generally speaking, maybe it's again my leadership or my stupidity is some people are really scared to like stand on the portal. I'm like, if it gets me a point, I'll take an incinerate, man. Why not? Yeah, that's the thing I don't like is it's gonna be fine.
I
It's
think
gonna
this
work.
is fine. He's gonna hit his place 2 and then do a triple beam twice.
Hey, if
Um,
he to be honest, if the spider portal is failed, if 2 spiders are failed on TGLord's side, I think he can hit a 5 beam. I think Mystique can come down towards Rocket, and I think Bill goes up like right in front of Luke, and then you teleport
you
2 to
you
like
shoot through Luke basically
you just screw Luke. Yeah, I would hit Luke twice to
for
hit 5 other
5.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean that seems pretty good. Um,
Luke's going to be taking bodyguard shots anyway, so
the
it's
problem
whatever.
is Mystique has stealth, so it might be
Oh
trickier than you
yeah,
think.
too far. All right, well.
I think that but this is also where you play crew, right? I think you play crew here to avoid the
I
shock,
mean,
being shocked by your entire
oh yeah.
team.
Well,
But let's see if he does it.
if they're all dead, it doesn't matter. That's what I say.
You could also crew isn't like a power phase card either. You could just play it on your turn. So it
Yeah,
doesn't like
but after your turn,
he could just wait till a bunch of his characters are shocked.
it doesn't randomly heal you, does it?
No,
No.
no, just removes and prevents conditions for the round. So it's a strong card in some niche circumstances. Yeah, let's see what Ryan does here.
I really like as much as the the Crimson Dynamo combo. Well, I guess that is a good place to start. I'm trying to like think of like I kind of want to kill Mystique and Groot over there first, but probably not worth it. I really just want to kill people. Who do we kill?
Is that why you love Logan in your list?
I
Oh, hold
just
on. She can't climb over that. So let's see if they. Let's see. I don't want to have to write in here. I think Ryan will catch this.
did she fail? Okay.
She failed. She must have. Yeah, she rolled the hit or the crit. So I think they're discussing it. Yeah, you can't advance the character. A climb is different than an advance.
Yep.
So the card makes you have to advance, and which means you have to. You can only go on top. You can only move over elevation that is the same size as your character. Size 4 terrain means Widow cannot just freely move over it with this advance. And we're about to see it. I'm sure we're not, but I gotta call it right away if that happens.
He could die. I'm just trying to think who's like close to dying.
Sam picking up that spider and being in the back and getting hit by the spider as well, like hit pushed back, it meant that he has not even had an opportunity to play Bird of Prey. I think it cost him 3 power. So
Yeah, he's not
he's
doing
just
it.
like he's probably not going to do it this round either because he's probably going to charge or something. So it looks like he's yes, I am an accuser. Ryan just messaged me.
Probably asking about this.
Yeah. I'll jump in the chat. So when I jump in this chat, you won't be able to hear the stream won't be able to hear you just for until I come back in. So just stay in the chat until I come back.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Hey guys.
Hey, thanks for jumping in. We just had a quick question about spider infected.
Yes.
Specifically, when you roll and it says the opposing player resolves this advance, does that allow you to move the character on top of terrain as if it were doing a climb?
No, a climb is a different move action than an advance. And so you cannot, like, for example, where the tool is now, that would be, if you put Widow anywhere on top of the terrain piece, that would be an illegal move for the
For the spider
situation.
infected.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah,
size 2,
okay.
building size 4. She can't
Right.
go on
Okay.
top of that with this.
Cool.
Cool.
Just checking. Thanks for clearing it up.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
All
Bye.
right, perfect. Exactly what I thought was happening was that there was a little bit of a confusion, and yeah, advance is not a climb, so that's why Widow couldn't go on top of the building.
All
Sam
right,
is
so
resolving
Sam's gonna
Spider.
move. You think he's moving up to
Well,
kill Ray?
I wouldn't put Sam up. You're gonna activate like unless you're gonna pick him off, which I don't think you will be able to because Luke Cage is gonna protect so many of the characters.
Yeah, he's too far away to do that. Not from at least
Maybe
Mystique.
Mystique can make him not be able to pull up his shield.
I think Mystique
But
could one round.
I think this was a mistake. I think that if that Sam could now potentially do the card, play the card, or he has just a lot more options now, and he's. I don't think you're gonna get him before he gets to do those options. All right, so Bill looks like Bill rolled.
All right. Well, he failed all of his, so It's only just if you have more spiders that you fail them. It's the whole always going that way. I don't know about that.
He's gonna block the beam or try to maybe, right? I don't know
He's
if that's
gonna block the
possible,
shit.
but
He's gonna just beam his own guy and pay 1 power to not worry about it.
maybe, yeah.
Try to do.
There's not a lot of like amazing options here. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that
without
Bill, no matter
piles,
where Bill
like,
goes, he's gonna be a problem. Okay, he's trying to block an amazing beam.
yep. That. I'm still wondering if like Iron Man shouldn't be the first one you do.
He's so far back. I think you have to do Dynamo. He's just. I mean, I don't see.
But like Dynamo is like his rerolls are on like a bunch of the key models. He has protection. I don't know. Something about killing Mystique just makes me all bubbly inside.
Yeah, I see that actually. I can. Iron Man isn't holding a spider, so you basically get a spider. The problem is that Groot could tank the hit with sacrifice.
I
It
think it
wouldn't.
depends. She might not. She feels her spider rolls. She ain't.
Curtis says he
She,
wouldn't risk 2 attacks from Mystique into Iron Man right now. So I think that means he would says he wants to take out Mystique is what I'm reading from that comment. Yeah, that seems. I agree. I think you're right. I
like,
think.
what you're doing on the left side, right? Like, is Dynamo really gonna go down in one swing? I don't
No,
know.
I don't think any of these characters can get one hit by Dynamo
Not
or
with
two.
Luke
Not
there to
even two
reverse
hit.
bodyguard. Between Luke and Dynamo's ability, and they're loaded with power. I think you can do something on the other side. It depends on if. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind throwing him away like that.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable. I,
Did
I
the
like
Mystique go?
I like Iron
Mystique
Man
is
shooting
okay.
into Mystique. I like Iron Man shooting into Mystique, and then if he does sack onto Groot for some reason, he maybe hits the wild and then pushes Groot away, and then it kills Mystique anyway.
hmm
So the sack
I
play
could
isn't
see,
even that good.
I could see doing like here, what is the beam, and just being like, all right, Groot, do you want to take? Because if he sacks it, right? If you Avengers Assemble and beam Mystique and Groot, is he gonna sack it?
Now he's aiming it. Now he's looking at the options.
He's looking at the options. Yeah, I would just kill that. I mean, because if he sacks it, I mean, if he sacks the first attack, he's just asking to be killed. Did they put out their incinerates? No one's incinerated. Oh, no one interesting is on the points
Oh,
actually.
they did because they did the spiders first. Interesting. Ryan did it that way. All right. It looks
They
like
might
yeah. It
do it
looks
the other
like
way first because it wouldn't matter. Nobody was standing near him that wasn't incinerated because it was Bill and Widow were the only two. So.
he could explosive. Yeah, he could explosive the twice on a Mystique.
Yeah, that's worth it.
You're hitting Groot. You're hitting Rocket twice. You're really hoping for the wild though. 7 dice attack. You're hoping for 2 wilds.
Does Rocket only have 2 health?
No, he has 3, but it does put him on 1 health, which is
And you can
really
force
a
him.
problem.
Oh wait, you can't because Rocket for some reason is immune to freaking
Collisions, yeah.
right. Here's what you do. We're all thinking about it wrong. You go with Bill and you just throw Groot into Mystique and kill her, and then hit Rocket twice with Bill and kill him. There we go. That's all you do. Of course, Crimson Dynamo's there and he'll put up his thing. But it sounded really good, didn't it? It sounded like a cool play. It's
Yeah.
not bad. Throwing Groot into Mystique is not the worst play because I mean, if you don't kill her, then you're really in trouble. But it also takes away the bodyguard for Rocket for later. So
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I just don't like how Bill wouldn't have enough power to pick up the spider.
he can't pick up the
We're
spider
doing a
anyway.
tab here on Widow.
But who's picking up the spider if like is Groot gonna get it? Maybe.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Rocket could grab it. Like, so here's the thing: Sam just like dusts Rocket, right? Rocket doesn't have cover, so as soon as you're in a spot where you can attack Rocket, Sam is just gonna just unleash on him. So
There's Groot's there.
yeah, yeah. So it's like I think that
That's what I mean.
that the
if you throw Groot in the Mystique and attack Rocket twice, you kind of force the rerolls of the Crimson, because you could lose Rocket from that. And then if he doesn't go with Rocket or Groot,
He's paying.
Sam,
He's Avengers assembling. He must
yeah,
be. Yeah, there he goes. That's why he's pointing to each of his characters. Ryan,
yeah,
when I've played Ryan before, it's he always he usually holds on to Avengers, and he holds it on to he can hold on to it far into the game. And usually every time I've played him, he is using Avengers Assemble on 4 or more models. So
yeah.
he's using. It looks like he's using it now. Oh, hold on, I'm so confused. Trying to read what he's doing, what he's thinking here.
He's looking at
Helios.
Maybe he's paying
He's reading Helios.
Is he gonna Helios Groot off the table and just say, "We're gonna make this"? He's paying
Yeah,
power on
yeah,
people. He's
because then
gonna heal.
you can flip rockets so easily with Sam, I would imagine. Is he sacrificing though, right? Like the sacrifice play
I'd sacrifice it on
in a
the
Mystique.
yeah.
Dude, oh man, that could be
I
but
don't like.
so I don't know, it could be an overpaying for that. Let's see what happens.
I mean, if you do that, if you sack into Mystique and she dies, I'm pretty sure she's close enough to Iron Man that he can pick up that spider and walk away, and all of a sudden you're down a bunch of spiders. I don't know if you can. And what's Groot gonna do? Like if Groot's alive there, right? Of course he protects Rocket, but if Mystique's dead, he's really far from
Yeah,
people.
I
And he's
see.
shot.
I see what you're saying. It's even if he doesn't gets Mystique, just Mystique, like he might just if he gets a Groot, then Rocket is gonna get flipped
Oh, he did
pretty
do it. He did
quickly.
do it. He
He
paid
did
for it.
sack
All
it.
right.
Yeah,
All right. I don't actually think. I think it's fine both ways.
yeah. There
I
neither is
know
the
he
answer,
paid
but
a lot of power for this, so
yeah, yeah. He better get it basically.
well,
Let's
he's
see.
gonna get it right.
I mean,
He's gonna get it.
we
Let's
had
be
two
honest.
blocks. We had 2 blocks with Michael on defense.
Believe he's 3 because it's Mystique now. Oh, you
Oh
got 2.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she got. I think she's
She's
gone.
dead.
Um. Still didn't roll as good as Cosmic Ghost Rider though. He only got 11 successes. He didn't get 12
Cosmic
successes.
Ghost Rider would have done a
Oh,
million
he
success.
hits the wild, right? So he does get the damage onto Groot.
Yeah. Well, that's
Nah.
something. Do use a medium tool.
You know what? I like what Ryan did here though. It's pretty clever, right? Because he went into Groot, and if Groot took the damage, Iron Man had 4 power left, which meant he could have paid for Friday AI with the spender, which meant he could have hit splash damage on, he could have done the splash damage and killed Mystique with splash, and then
Yeah.
Rocket would be on 1 health,
Only if Groot was still alive. Yeah.
assuming Groot.
I,
Yeah,
I,
I
I
see.
think this.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think this is fine. Like I think. What? Okay, he's going to Friday AI attack Groot, which I think is good because one, it's going to do damage. It's risky, but if you get the wild, Groot's in out of bodyguard range in nowhere man's land. Did he get the wild? He got the wild.
Wow, nice. And
Oh,
he got
he
extra
might.
damage.
He could kill this guy. Oh no. All right. Now he has enough power to pick up the spider,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
and
yeah.
Groot's just going to be. And
I
if you don't go with Groot and walk back next to Rocket, which is he could
oh yeah.
spend her, he could spend her bill if he wanted.
Yeah. That's
It's
big.
it's kind of and now, but see, this is the kind of play we were talking about where if you do something on this side, well, we weren't talking about it. We were acting like we were talking about it. I'm going to pretend I was thinking this. If you do something on this side of the board,
Eyes on the
now
prize. Hold on. Eyes on the prize. There we go.
oh, was he out of range?
Big brain. Yeah, he was just out of range, but there you go.
Oh.
Okay, so sorry. Go ahead and
I was going to say that this is kind of the interesting situation in MCP that when you talk about turn 0, turn 1 on the Discord, you don't really ever think about where because of what he did on that side, right? Now he's worried about Rocket dying.
oh,
So
hold on. Sorry. We got a judge call here.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Eyes on the prize is
He can't do it
start
because he has to
activation.
pay at the beginning of the turn. Yeah, he can't do it.
Let's see let's see. He didn't play it. All right, my
But
bad.
who are you
Good
worried
good
about,
call.
like,
Thank
getting
you.
that one,
Thank you,
right?
Vodka Blitz for mentioning that. Yeah. I was excited because it seemed like a good play, but it's totally illegal and you cannot do that thing. So let's see. What is he playing? He's playing Avengers Assemble to now pick it up. Oh my gosh.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's it's worth it. I think
I think that's perfectly fine.
you can reposition So Dynamo and Bill are stuck there. Luke Cage could fall back a little bit if he wanted.
I think you just want to take hits.
But you're really just picking up that spider, yeah. All
I mean,
right.
part of me wants to put Luke Cage on the point just to force somebody to like. Well, I guess that Bill isn't hurt, so
Okay, so I totally interrupted you for a second time.
Oh no, it's all right. I want to see what's happening anyway. But I think what I said is right now. It's the question of is Groot going to activate to try to save Rocket and do something, or are you going to activate your Dynamo? Like you effectively what you did on the right, you didn't have you got things done and you didn't have to do your Dynamo yet. Your Dynamo's still sitting there ready to beam some people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I think activation order turn 2, 3 is something you can't really talk about on the Discord because it's so situation and right it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
but it's something important. I mean, I've lost a lot of games where I'm like, why did I activate them first or second? Or I hold activations forever. That's my big problem. I'll hold this Crimson Dynamo activation until he dies before I get to attack.
Yeah, the mid game is really hard to describe or to like really other than anything other than a case by case basis. It's really hard to talk through.
Where men are made. Where
Um,
people are. Oh no, he fell. That's fine. It's gonna get that. But I love it because now that I think that's fine for him. He has the spider. He could die, but he's in the back of the board. He gets a SAM leadership. Probably the biggest worry for me on the Avengers side right now is he has two models that are on the backside, and he could end up like just having two little models left at the end. Like even if he dazes Groot, he's going to get back up and walk over. So, but he might just score out. I mean, we're 8-7, so he really only has to. Can't win this turn, but okay, I like it. He could win this turn if he got all 8 of them. I believe in him. He just got to kill that Bill in the back. Could you imagine if he won the game this turn?
oh man, that's I like that would be a little much.
It's
Um,
never perfect.
let's see here. Okay, so yeah, the group being out stranded is
Oh, is he gonna walk and shoot? I guess he could Star-Lord it. I guess he's
he's
gonna.
trying to see if he can triple
I was
beam.
gonna. Oh Jesus. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Well, who gives a shit about? Uh,
The problem is
See,
that
this
Luke
is.
Cage. The problem is Luke Cage could probably stop that, and then on top of that,
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Dynamo disruption fields. Like I don't think I think Luke Cage would just tank all these hits
yeah. You're
because
probably kind of.
all three of them back there are holding spiders. like you,
Yeah. No, you're right.
yeah,
The one thing I might have done, and I guess you'd have to. He could have pre-measured the spider, right? He could have pre-measured that he would need to Avengers assemble the spider. And so one thing I might have done is save one power on Widow to Avengers assemble back if you're worried about something a play like this, for example.
yeah.
It just it
Widow
comes
had
in
no
fun.
power. Widow had no power.
She had no power because she spent it all for the Helios.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
have saved
Yeah,
one
I
on
see.
her.
You're saying leave her on one.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave her on one.
I mean, I don't know how many dice he was. He was rolling so many dice. Like, I would have considered leaving her on one. I guess he did the right play the other way. I guess you
Okay,
can.
after crits, he had 10, 11, 13,
Yeah,
18,
but
21.
we can't
21
hindsight it
successes.
though. We can't hindsight it.
Yeah.
That's hindsight. I don't know how many dice did he roll? Did you know?
Actually, yeah, I could check that, actually. I could check that. It's in the chat log, right? So,
3, 5, 2, 10, 21 with 4 crits, so 17. He rolled 17 dice. I think you could have rolled 16 at the group with like 5 health left.
yeah.
Especially
And
since
then,
it's really 4 health because if you hit the wild, it's an extra damage. I think you could have rolled one last habit on her. And he might not have thought about it. I don't know if he knew he wasn't in range or knew he couldn't play Eyes on the Prize. So there's probably some things there where like we're Captain hindsighting it. But
yeah, of course, of course.
is he gonna go with? See what he does. I mean, that Luke being there is so. I think there was maybe a play where you heroes for. Oh no, I guess he's within 2 inches of it. I was like, should you Avengers assemble somewhere like more in the bubble, like even closer to him or something, or like I don't know. I don't know if Crimson's gonna go up there and beam.
Nick
Although,
is saying that Ryan should have used the Helios calculator and found out exactly how many dice he needed to roll.
that would have been the play, right? That's the smart move. Yeah, no, I mean he burned the sack. I'm not saying it was. I think the situation over there, what happened, is fine. I don't think either player should be like, "Oh my god, it was the end of the world." Um, Obviously, you burned a card for a card and a lot of power. So, ooh, something's happening. Who's going?
Well,
Someone's
Luke
7
Cage
dice.
is tanking it.
Is it Star Lord?
Oh,
But who's it?
Star-Lord paid for hit and
Someone,
run spender, it looks like.
someone just whiffed like a motherfucker. Who gets all those rerolls? Oh, is that because of his ability?
Yeah, he must have pluckied.
I love how it's like it's fine because he tanked the world and took 1 damage.
Wow.
So I'm not going to complain. But it's funny, like Plucky, the worst is where they roll no hits instead of 1 hit and they get to reroll everything. Like, just give me one. Just 1 hit. Just do 1 damage. Luke he's being a man out there.
Yeah, he's that was exactly what he does.
I'm trying to think what I do because if he goes with Star Lord, I'm not as incentivized to like um go with my Crimson again. Like, oh, he's getting conditioned up. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going, buddy? Who are you shooting? How much does this spender cost?
It was a 3 plus the hit and run was the 2 more, so that's why he went.
He can spend her again, I guess is what I mean. He can spend
Yeah,
her.
I
I
think
guess
you do. You're off the point. You really need to make something happen.
did he pay on 2 on his dynamo? Oh, he didn't even care. Wow.
He might have been out of range. Oh no, he
No,
didn't. No, he's in range.
he's good there. I wonder if the Bill's within 2 of dynamo. I don't know.
Luke Cage is gonna get cover now. I think. Is that a size 2? It is a size 2. So Luke. Oh, there we go. But he can't bodyguard that.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
So
shoot.
they're checking a bot. They're checking on.
It looks like he has cover.
He's on. Yeah, he's got cover. It's so. Oh yeah, I see the little gray shadow, and he's outside of 2 on Bill. So there's a small placement mistake, I think, right here. Just a small position mistake, which gave Bill cover. We rolls 2 successes, so it wouldn't have really had a big impact anyway.
Oh, jeez. He gets a. I would take the damage.
You'd take the damage here. He's at he
He's
has
at
cover
sound.
though. He has cover, so he doesn't
Oh,
like he
you can
doesn't.
choose not to cover.
I would, and I'd 3 is fine. 3 is like the magic number, I think, to
I don't
get
know.
the
4-man, you get aggressive. You could throw
the
a.
aggressive is okay.
I guess Star Lord is gone. I'm like in this world
He's
where
got a
I want.
spider though. You want to keep as much health as you can
Yeah,
on him.
I'm just willing to kill everybody. That's my problem. Oh, he
Okay.
can. I know. I'm a. You're right. For free. Okay, you're right. Because of the cover, I would do it. I wouldn't want to go below 3 power because I want the throw.
So I think Sam just throws a shield at Rocket here. That's what I would do. The opportunity exists. You can hit Star-Lord, push him further back.
I'll rocket, and then if I get the ricochet, I'm gonna bird of prey Star Lord.
Yeah,
Attack.
exactly. Or you could they take him off the board potentially. You could even Bird of Prey into Crimson Dynamo. I don't know if you're in 3 of Michael's Dynamo, but all right. So Star Lord. So Ryan's now measuring, seeing how if he can get Star Lord off the table.
I like your Sam play though. I like that play. I like the Sam hit Rocket. If you get the I mean, you might just kill Rocket. You can't ricochet. If you daze him, you can. You can't
Yeah,
ricochet.
yeah.
I like that.
It depends on he's gonna measure the 3 right now, or maybe not. But
I just see where I thought I wish we could do the ruler on our side. I know we can't put
yeah.
the tool, but I wish we could do the ruler thing just so I can like put it out there.
No, we can't do any of that. Yeah.
Or maybe like I want to be able to do it where they can't see me do it.
Yeah,
So,
it'd be nice. It'd be a nice feature, right? It'd be like football.
yeah, let me draw a line. I need
Those
like a little thing
highlights.
I can hold up to my screen to do this. Okay, what's happening? Okay, he already gave up Prio back. So I think you don't care about Prio here.
Yeah, I think you're trying to score. You're trying to hit that like 3-point lead or something like that.
I mean, if he scores out with 4 spiders, he could just run like to the back of the board and win, right? Because he'd have 4 to
Yeah,
0.
parity. Yeah, if he could, I mean, if he could pull it off, he could just do that, right? He's already up one.
What
If he doesn't contest another secure again for the rest of the game, he he wins in 2 rounds, assuming he doesn't lose any of the models with
we have
spiders.
we have a Dazed Mystique. We have a Groot who would have to double walk to maybe get within 1. We have a Star Lord who already went and can't get back. I mean, he has 3 models that could be on a point right now, and he's definitely not getting to the back one, right? So I think at the very least, I mean, I could see Ryan scoring 5, and I think the problem you're going to have with this Star Lord placement, the group, everybody, you're going to be too far away to like influence it. And with Sam, let's say I'm not going to say lucky. Let's say he kills Bill. Well, then somebody with a spider on the other side is getting a free move backwards. You know,
Yeah,
Bill, like, what would I do with Bill? I mean, I can see a world where you throw his dynamo just like away from the board. Just so he can't. Well, he can always come back with his stupid
you could
shield.
even like, I mean, you don't even have to go aggressive with Sam here. Like, you could just throw a shield and then just because, and then you could airlift Iron Man back onto the point or something like that. He's already
Oh,
activated.
yeah.
It just means it's Iron Man's protected even more. He's got cover now. He's probably on the point, I think, but and then Sam is also retreated.
I don't. This retreating thing, I don't understand it. Tell me
Well,
what
I
it
mean, you're
means.
winning. You're winning. You got one. You
I
got four.
know. That's just my. One day I'm going to make a video talking about how that's my big problem. One of my big problems is just like I want to win by more. Just I could see Luke going too. He is now. He's shocked. What does he do? What is this? Is that Sam? I think Luke is attacking the little guy.
You could spender dynamo, right? Bleed slow into and then throw dynamo. I don't know if that's good or
I don't
not,
know
but
if he was just trying to waste an activation.
yeah, maybe get a little more power to get more blocks online.
I guess when you think about it, right, like I don't hate it because the only Groot's far away, Star-Lord already went. The 2 people who could attack are within range of Luke, so you might as well just go and then if bodyguard him. What is he doing?
Looks like he's probably going into rocket again.
I thought he already did one attack.
Well, he
I thought he
blocked it
both-
all so far.
I thought he
So
did both attacks already.
I only saw the one, so it
Oh,
looks
did you
like
have
he's just
more?
doing a second one. Not
Gotcha.
He is shocked too. So it's like not only are you're rolling 4 dice into 2 dice with cover. I mean, yeah, your odds of doing damage is super low.
He's gonna throw something at Dynamo. I think it's fair.
Yeah, size 2.
Get him. Nope.
Taking
And-
1 unless he blocks this crit, and he doesn't. So another chip on Dynamo.
Hey, everything counts, right? I don't actually hate that. I thought I was gonna not like that activation, but if you don't feel like you're in some super big threat, which
I wouldn't have attacked Rocket though. I think that's what Sam's there for. I would have attacked Dynamo twice.
mm,
But if that was your intention the whole time was to basically just throw that bench or whatever at Dynamo, I would have just like seen if I could get a little more on top of that.
mhm. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think he's got a spender. I think he's got a spender. Bill.
That's his spender is range 2 and his regular attack is range 3. So I would imagine if he's measuring range 2 off of the enemy, it's 4. The spender.
Or to be out of 2, I guess you can do it like that. But
Yeah,
I guess
that's fair too.
I guess you could be going. I want to be exactly out of Bill's 2, exactly within 2 of. See, this is kind of thing. Like this was your big chance to kill Rocket, right? Like because if he goes with Groot, he's going to move back towards
Yeah,
Rocket.
I agree. So Curtis made a great point. Is that
Of course he did.
Luke
Of course.
Luke could have shook the shock.
Yes, he could have.
It was probably the right play there. If he was going with Luke first,
Is
which
one
which
5
seems
dice
reasonable.
better than 2 4 dicers though?
Um,
thing is with the cover, it's like so shitty, right? You're right. Maybe just attack Dynamo and just
Yeah,
accept it.
I think.
Here's the math is about. I think it's anything you get, you're just hoping. Better chance for a stun, right? Or the stagger. Still, he's not within range there. I could have seen potentially moving forward and throwing that size 3 at Star-Lord too. I want to kill Star-Lord. Like, get rid of Ringnits, rid of the model. Like, I know he's there and you have potential to kill him with a couple of your guys, but like, I just want to get rid of him.
All right, so we're doing crew,
Wondering-
and we're doing a spender for all 6 power on Groot. So the crew removes shock. Does anyone else? No one else needs to pay for crew, it looks like. And so he's just doing 8 dice physical into Beta Ray Bill. Let's see if it can bring him down to 0. Not a great roll.
Ever since that, we got 5. I mean, that's not bad. Ever since
Okay,
that first
there we go.
Dynamo roll, he hasn't been rolling too hot on his attacks. I'll say that.
5 into 2, effectively a third block with the if you pay. So you take 2 on Bill after paying 1 is what I'm seeing. Yeah, but you only gain 1 power because of the stun.
You'll be at 3. It's fine.
Yeah.
Shake the stun, right, Curtis?
Nice.
So he is within 2. Okay.
All right. I wonder how he's going to get rid of that stagger.
He's going to shake it.
Yeah.
He's going to wait as long as he can and hope that somebody else activates. But that's like a great thing about Sam leadership. It's a big deterrent, right? Oh, he's aggressively back. Oh, he's a big ass.
It's got the throw first and then aggressive, but
it's a throw. Oh, he can throw.
Yeah, it's auto throw on that stagger. It's like Hulk's attack, right? Except it's a medium throw. And I don't know if the order of when you get the tokens or when you throw are different. I think they're reversed, if I can recall. But it's very similar. Before damage you throw, so just like Hulk, and after damage stagger. I think that's correct. Okay.
Oh, Sam just blocked it. Sam don't give a shit.
All right, jeez.
And he could aggressive now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, so he took another damage with Bill to get him to 4 power. So he opted not to. He opted not to pay because if you paid, you'd be at 2.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, I agree.
How much power does he have? He has 4. I wish he had 1 more power. He's gonna go within Dynamo's range. I don't like that. Unless you plan to throw Dynamo like
I think you're just aggressiving here. You're maybe getting a throw and then you're double walking away. Oh, he has a stagger, so he's single walking away.
I am not walking away.
But you've got a spider.
Well, here's the reason I'm not walking away. I'm just attacking. Probably is I don't know. Maybe I just don't care if he dies.
I think Ryan's out. Ryan's on the piece. Shoot. I hate the models.
They're moving it.
Okay, let's see. Well, if either of them have a conflict here, they'll call me. But the problem is that once you've taken the tools away, it's hard to know exactly. Yeah, see now he's out after the adjustment. I think that hopefully that's where it lands because it looked like he was out if he wanted to be.
I don't understand why he's
flat on the ground.
I don't understand why I'd be that worried about Star-Lord. I don't understand what he's like looking to do with the Star-Lord play. Like, I don't know if Bill needs to go up there, and I don't know. I might do Sam now. Try to kill Rocket. I don't even think you killed Groot. I wouldn't kill Groot. I would actively try not to kill Groot. And I would just... Because he's not going to activate Groot first next turn, most likely. I would try to...
So Dynamo is... You kill Rocket here because... Dynamo... why... Like, I would go with Dynamo here because I wouldn't want to lose his activation and I wouldn't want to lose his VP.
Who do you think's killing Dynamo?
I think the other Dynamo could kill him.
You think the other Dynamo with 5 dice shocks and into the rerolls is going to kill that?
Looks
Dynamo?
Like he doesn't have shock anymore because he must have crewed it.
I mean, the 5 dice shocking beam. Sorry.
Well, it's a reroll. It's 6 dice rerolling 2. He has 2 health left. All right, he's going. He's going with Bill. He shook the stagger. He's throwing Groot.
Yeah, I don't mind this one either. I
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is nice because it puts Groot at 1 health from dying. So he has to activate him early or doesn't get him.
Who are you worried about? Domino?
I'd be worried about Ryan's Beta Ray build dying from
Oh, I would go. Okay, I thought you said
Michaels.
Crimson. I was
Oh,
like,
I might have, but that's not what I
yeah,
meant.
never mind. Yes, I would go with Bill. Get it, do
Yes,
his
yes.
thing. Yeah, I thought you were
Same.
saying like Crimson's gonna kill his Crimson. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right.
He is running away. God, you're so smart. He's doing your play.
But I think that the problem is that Michael's just gonna zap him with his dynamo or with his. But then Ryan's probably seeing that and knowing that that if his Beta Ray build dies,
Only that Dynamo.
it means that Dynamo Ryan's Dynamo could pick up the spider and like replace him. So he needs to he needs to like jump out of the way with Michael would need to jump out of the way of Luke Cage's taunt and then do the beam, which is what is actually being set up here. Ryan is accidentally setting up, it looks like. So I would imagine Michael might move over with Dynamo and get a triple beam here, maybe a 4-beamer with Iron Man. And outside of Luke Cage's body taunt, let's see if he can, if that is all possible.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see the range 4 tool hit Iron Man. Just gotta watch out for line of sight on Iron Man. He'd that's why Ryan put him against the wall.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. So he's never going to get the Widow unless he goes straight up. But again, I'm not terribly upset if my bill goes down if I'm Ryan. Like if somebody dies, they die. Like Ivan Drago said, if he dies, he dies. I just really want Rocket dead before he goes this turn. I just think it'll be.
Well, he's not gonna. Groot will die, right? Groot will take the hit.
Yeah. I guess with Luke there, unless Luke dies to some random crap now, like the beam, like takes too many beam hits.
Okay.
Well, is he going for it?
Well, he's probably so he can't get Widow.
He's definitely not within 3 of Widow.
But he's gonna hit. Iron Man's gonna get cover. Is he gonna move and hit Widow? He's gonna. I mean, it makes sense. She only has 2 dice, but you do need to have an above average roll probably to kill her.
She has 1 dice. She's in.
And also on top of that, Luke Cage can block that key attack. So, hold on. He's gonna move her. He's gonna move to be outside of Luke Cage's range. So he's really diving the back end here.
Going in to try and avoid. He's really trying to kill Widow. Holy crap!
That's now the question is he in martial artist range of Widow? So many different measurements.
He only has 1 die. That's the point.
Oh yeah, I see 1 die. Yeah, so maybe mathematically it is in your favor now. I wonder if he's martial artist range. Looks like it, but it's close.
This is deep. This is going in real deep.
Yeah, but it's a VP swing here, so I think that's
yeah, I mean I get it.
I think it's good. He just needs to get a little lucky here.
3 versus he rolled a freaking crit.
Oh man.
3 versus 1.
1 die.
Oh.
So
Yeah, she
takes 2.
She's shocked.
But does
do the superpower.
Yeah, this is where you'd counterstrike. It's a perfect chance to do it.
He's
Iron Man. Oh no, yeah. So if he goes into Iron Man, he missed the trigger on the reactive.
Yeah, he might not want to do it. He might not care enough.
I'd frickin' do it, man. 1 more damage. Let's see. I think Ryan's thinking about it based on the guess of where his mouse is moving around.
Oh, he's looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. There we go. He did it. He's doing it. Let's see what he rolls. If he rolls 4 crits or wilds, he kills Dynamo.
I like my odds here.
Oh man, that'd be nutty. But yeah, I've done that once before. It was awesome.
Oh
my lord! Oh my Lord.
Oh, it was getting
So close. That's crazy. Takes 2. Wow. I almost freaking
But the
called
one thing
that.
I guess the Widow can move, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So we've got Iron
Oh,
Man now, and he misses the Iron Man attack.
yeah, it's not. So the thing is, like, I was like, oh, he might be setting up a really good beam for next turn, but Widow's just gonna run away, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's. I think you piece out completely, I think. And you just airlift Iron Man onto the back point.
I like how great the dynamo on Ryan's side was to start, and he's now everyone's moving away from him. Though I actually think you could probably jump behind your Luke Cage and hit the 4 Rocket Star-Lord, um,
Well,
Rocket Star-Lord Groot, and
looks like he's going after it.
I think you just do it. I'm fine with killing Groot here, to be fair, because I think like you're only gonna give him 1 more power. He's not really in position to do a ton, and you want Star-Lord to die. No more winging it. Then you just
Yeah.
run the wind. Or not
This is
run. But
it's really interesting because we thought that the Guardians player like had this amazing bunker they were setting up, but Ryan was able to break through it and take the piece from, I think Mystique is what the problem, right? She pushed a little too far up and left herself vulnerable to Iron Man,
the Widow is
and that
in the
swapped the
bait.
piece.
That Black Widow bait twice. Both the Crimson move here and and listen, the odds are good chance you kill her.
Yeah.
It's not like it's 99% or 90%, it's definitely not overwhelming odds you kill her, but this is those moves where you go for them and if it fails, you're just in like a bad spot. And this is another one where like, okay, if you kill somebody and Iron Man just hops over the wall, Widow's gonna run probably to the back just because. Because who's he have left? He has Rocket, who might just die right now, and Bill. Ugh. Yeah, this is a spicy beam.
Yeah.
Kill Groot first, so then you can at least get both attacks on Rocket.
Yeah.
I guess the other guy's Dynamo's in range. That sucks. But I mean, it's a lot of power. The thing is, like, you still have your Sam to go after Rocket if needed, I guess. Who have the activations either? Oh, there's still 3 left on his side. Okay. Rocket
All
just
right, so it looks like we
oh,
got
that was
Crimson
good.
going into Groot, I think.
Did
He
he?
has a great block with Groot, but it's not enough
He
on
didn't
just.
spend on his Crimson. Wonder if he forgot.
Yeah, he might
Or
have forgot.
or maybe he thought it wasn't worth it. 2 dice with 5, even with 3 rolls.
I don't know. I think I would have paid that in that
Yeah, he
situation
hasn't paid any of it yet. I would have done it on Star-Lord. When Star-Lord's dead. Wouldn't have mattered on Star-Lord, but
because
maybe
that was a hot roll.
I guess
3. I think it would have mattered. He has
no,
5.
would
He
have
has
been a good
5, and it would
play.
have been
Now that
3.
we think about it, the only reason I can think to kill Dynamo so that he can't do his rerolls on you when you do this like excellent beam. I guess the thing is, what was Rocket going to be doing with his turn? He has no power. He's next to a.
Yeah, he's getting a 5 dice attack reroll 2. Is what he's doing.
Okay, is Crimson going to pay now?
Yeah.
Maybe he may have forgotten. There's a world where he just has forgotten that Crimson can do this.
So Crimson, okay,
He
let's
just
see.
killed
Doing
the
another
Rocket too.
beam.
No, he just killed.
Wow, wow.
He just killed everybody. Where was
Oh well,
the?
no, the cover on Rocket is what kept him alive. But
I
yeah,
mean, oh yeah,
Nick was saying what I just said, which was that Mike he overexposed himself. He was getting a little too greedy trying to get that 4th
yeah.
spider instead of just like holding down. Like all he had to do was hold down one demon portal and just blast the Avenger team, and he would have just maintained parity the whole time until they Ryan didn't have enough characters to hold spiders, and then would have pulled out the edge. But by pushing Mystique in there, he lost one of his spiders, putting Ryan in
Mhm.
the driver's seat.
I guess this is why you take Dynamo. I should put him back in my list.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's obvious. There's a reason why a lot of players have him in their list for like scenarios like this. Like he just like he's unaffiliated. He's not affiliated with either of these teams, but this the second you drop an E-shaped secure, he's just like a
Yeah.
monster on it.
What's the counter to him now that we're just watching two dynamos do their things? What's good against him, I guess?
Yeah.
Any thoughts on what's good against Dynamo?
Dynamo. I mean, I've had some success with Red Skull into Dynamo because like the blanks. Like I mean, you have to re-roll his dice and he has such great hit rate with that blank counting blanks.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, that's and then you can have your like energy shield up, right? So because Crimson Dynamo can't throw terrain, so you're getting 5 dice blocks into that.
Rude,
But
like that.
there's no like the you displacing him, I guess, is like but then even like the problem is he's got so many answers. Like you displace him, well he can port too. If you attack him, he's got damage reduction and he's got the shield. Like
Listen, the key to all of this,
attack from range 4 is like the answer. You have to attack him from range 4. Energy attacks is Bill's the
if
counter.
somehow you could make it so Loki could not die, he'd be very good against this Guardians team. Because everybody has a million superpowers. You need a convocation with that AoE root, and then they crew it off, and you're dead anyway. God damn it, crew is so good. Um,
Yeah, Softflow. He says new Cyclops beam can drain his power. Yeah, that beam has it's a wild sap, but you don't get the power of the sap.
what is he on the backside? How many health does he have?
Who Dynamo? So I think he's 6'6", right?
We're gonna look. 6'6". Okay, so he's a solid on both sides.
Yeah,
He's,
he's slow. So the thing is with Dynamo is that like if you really like if Dynamo is the character you want to see across the table the least, you bring D-shaped secures basically secures that would make mobility one of the more important parts of the game.
did Rocket just move?
Yeah, he moved and he shot into somebody, but I think Dynamo would have
Gotcha.
it didn't do anything significant.
Gotcha. So in playing him, the only time it feels bad is when like you only have one target. Like you're on 10 power, you have one target, and you can't do anything to like pump it up. You're like, here's my 5 dice beam. But of
Yeah.
course, when everyone's bundled up, he's great. So did Mystique just attack?
No, so that was Widow into Crimson Dynamo. Ryan was
Right.
hoping to get a free hit there, like just to daze him. But he didn't, and as a result, she's using her second action to score 2 more VPs.
Yeah,
I think,
I
yeah,
think that's perfectly fair. Because the risk you're gonna have now, because who goes last? It's gonna
I
be
think Dynamo. I think that Ryan is probably. It's beneficial for Ryan to have not done the damage to Dynamo and just leaving him on 1 health.
yeah. I think that's perfectly fine. Like more than perfectly fine.
Yeah, you can just take him out
Um,
right away.
I mean, you're sitting on 1 health Dynamo, 1 health Rocket if you don't kill him. Bill, uh, yeah, I don't know. Like the problem is going to be is one of your heavy hitters is dead, right? And you have a bunch of people on one. It's not like Mystique is going to kill everybody in one go. And as you kill people, you're not only going to be down a ton, right? So it's going to be 6. It's going to be 14-9. Best chance, it's 14-9. And not only can like 2 people just run away, but if you start killing people, even if they have tokens, like you wake up and you kill Bill, he somebody else gets the leadership, and you're just getting farther and farther away. So
Yeah,
um,
so I think that Sam. I mean, you could be at 15 here because Sam could push onto that back point if you want, and then you've got all 3 secures and 4 spiders. That gets you 7 points.
so it looks like he just threw, and he's gonna shock a shock Dynamo. So he did 5 with 1 block, so he's gonna do 3 in the end.
That's nice.
Oh, Dynamo's gonna make him reroll the shocks. Well, he got the damage but no shocks. Still,
Yeah, that's a lot.
oh, it's a
Oh,
bill.
it
Oh, he
got this
killed Bill.
bound. Okay. All
Oh, he
right, that
killed
was
Bill.
big. That was big for Michael. He really needed that. It doesn't. The last character for Ryan to activate is Sam, who already has a spider. So it means that Ryan now his max score this round um is I mean the most likely score this round is probably 5 instead of up to 7.
Who do you leadership here, you think?
Let's see. Well, you put a character on the midpoint. Whoever you leadership in, you just
Well,
put them on the middle demon
Sam
portal.
could go to the middle if he wanted.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't incinerate him. I'd incinerate Crimson Dynamo probably. He's tough. He's got lots of health left.
Well, you could just put Luke back if you
Luke,
really want.
Luke, yeah, you could get that shock or that slow off of Luke or something. But, um,
I was also thinking like you could well, it's probably dumb. Never mind. I was gonna say you can move Luke forward, but probably dumb.
well, if I guess it depends, right? You could put Sam, um, in a spot where he can throw and Daze Rocket and then push Beta Ray Bill off the point. Oh, but then never mind. Beta Ray Bill has aggressive, so
I wonder what is there eyes on the prize is gonna come up. He's measuring one, so he doesn't want to be one of them, but boom, eyes. Um I I definitely think there could be like a big swing turn for Guardians, but it's one of those ones like I just don't know if there's enough. Like with Rocket on one, Crimson on one, like who do you go with first? I don't know. I like the days on Bill. I think it's okay. He's like you still have to deal with a woken up Bill. No one's dead on the Avengers side. There's some unhealthy people, but sure. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I think Groot is within 2. So Rocket would be safe for a turn. You definitely don't daze Rocket.
yeah,
You don't
you don't think
I
so?
don't think so. I think I kinda like the idea of maybe who do you leadership? Do
I
we
didn't see. Did he put his shield down? He's doing it right now.
I don't like that.
Well, I think it's fine.
I'm trying to think.
You're gonna
I'm trying
get
to think
if you get a ricochet here, you get 2 power.
I'm trying to think of like some super sick play. Nope.
Oh, so he's
There.
just Luke Cage, getting rid of the shock, and he's gonna move Luke Cage. Probably,
Yeah,
yeah. You
I
move
like
him
this. I
there
like this. I like this.
so that he can continue to bodyguard.
Yeah, just be annoying. I mean, Luke, just your only job right now is to just be obnoxious.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like Rocket doesn't want to move off that point, or Rocket doesn't want to waste an activation moving, and Luke dying is whatever. You don't. It doesn't matter if Luke dies. Yeah, I like this. This is where, like I said, the problem could be where you basically have
Okay.
Dynamo and Widow in the back
That's
to
like the
try.
most annoying spot he could possibly be. That was a
Yeah.
smart play by Ryan.
So he's not incinerated. He's bodyguarding everybody,
Gonna have
and he's
4 power, so he's definitely got 2 bodyguards for sure.
yeah, that is really obnoxious.
Damn. And then on
And then
top of that, Dynamo is within 3 of his characters as well.
so I
So,
think he's gonna put
jeez.
Sam. I think he's gonna put Sam on the point and just get it. I think you should. I know you don't want to incinerate Sam, but like I don't know who's gonna. Is it gonna be out of 3 of her? I am fine with it.
Yeah. Now that you've committed to Luke Cage not being on the point there, um, Bill is only gonna have 2 power, so he can't like throw anything. The only thing is that if you hit Bill here, you could displace him. But he then aggressive,
Well,
so it's like then the
you pick
displacement
the
doesn't
anti,
matter.
like it's the worst thing to do. Okay, you don't have to. You could. The only thing you could do is if you're willing to get Iron Man incinerated, is you could airlift Iron Man potentially onto the point. Now he's too far. He's way too far.
Yeah,
I
he's
do
too.
not like whatever this is happening.
Yeah, seems suboptimal. He now doesn't. He's not getting as many points as I would be happy with. He's only getting 4, going to 12. I mean, he's still in a winning scenario next turn, but you want to be in like a situation where you're gonna win, and even if you drop an extract or lose a secure, you still have a winning score. Now he's got no wiggle room.
I mean, maybe he's gonna kill Bill and then win that way. I mean, he just
It was a
Bill.
charge, so he's gonna get. He has the option to push if he wants to. I mean, I might as well keep him there though, and throw another shield.
Then he gets too aggressive
That's
anyway.
yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter though, because he's not going to get out of range, and he'll stay within 3 of rocket to be able to ricochet if he wants to like throw into rocket too. Like if on a second throw, that is.
I don't want to
I
kill
mean,
Rocket.
the other option is just to run away with Sam. I mean, as your second action.
Just I like getting on that point. I like getting
Bill,
on
yeah,
point.
like he's always. Oh man.
Understand.
Yeah. So look, so Michael's measuring to see if he can get out of ricochet range, but the problem is that the push can happen before the ricochet,
Yeah.
and so it means that he would get to. It doesn't matter. He'd get to ricochet anyway. He's doing another attack.
I do not like
I don't
this.
like this too. He's putting Bill right in his face. Gets 3 block. Looks like Bill's gonna block it though. So
Will block it. Yeah.
yeah,
So I did not like that play. I felt like it just got Bill got 2 power for free. He's going to be on 4, sitting away from Luke. I don't understand why that happened.
yeah. I would have kept. I would have put a character on the middle, and at this point, it turns out it was Sam. I mean, I would have put Luke Cage back. Um, but I can see the appeal of pushing him forward. And I would have like if I would have put
Like,
Sam within range 4 of Rocket. I would have attacked Rocket, and then I would have attacked Bill. I don't know.
I
Maybe.
just don't want to attack Rocket. He's shocked with 1 health. Like, to me,
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah.
like the game's going to end next turn, hopefully. Like, that's the idea I would have if I'm the Sam player. Right? The idea is that the game. They're rolling the spiders. I forgot the spiders exist, so that actually makes things very interesting.
Yeah. That was a really terrible roll for Michael. He really didn't want to move all the way back to where he was.
Yeah.
No winging it's anymore, so no leadership for the
Yeah.
Guardians team.
I just think like Sam being incinerated. Sure, it feels a little bad if he is, but there's so many things the Guardians have to kill if you get that point, and you're sitting on. Is this the point? Is it 12-9?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Jesus, I would have liked 13 because you have 3 spiders. You could start running them like that. Widow could run to the corner. No one can get her. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I think you'd body block like the back demon portal so Bill couldn't double move on it or something like that. I
But
don't
you
know.
know, we still have a lot of very injured people, right? So it definitely becomes interesting from both sides. It's not like the Guardians are going to win this turn, most likely. It's not like they're going to score 7. And I didn't like that play. I felt like Bill was in a perfect. Bill would be standing there with 2 power instead of 4. Just say you're not going to kill him. Just accept that you're not going to kill Bill, and you win the game without killing Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So Dynamo is I'm sure Dynamo is gonna go here. He needs to get all the activations he can, and I would imagine that Mike is going to be using his Dynamo. Maybe get 4 here. Maybe get a triple beam. Looks like he can if he is whoops. If he Ooh, it's close, but I think you can find a spot. Maybe. Dang it. These are always hard to tell. Yeah, it's close. I mean, you have a little more wiggle room. Like move the tool over a little more as far as you possibly can. So you're barely clipping Iron Man, and then just do the place. Oh yeah, that's the problem. Is that you can't have the beam 4 out while the place 2 is out. So you just gotta basically guess, but I think you can go a little further. I think you can go a little further. Oh, you're collapsed. You're touching Iron. You're on Iron Man's base at that point. I like the aspect of TTS where you can't like very few things will shove models if you're not like actually picking up the model itself. So it means that you can do things like this without having to worry about like accidentally nudging the board and adjusting the board state in like you can in real life. and then models fall over, and then it's like, oh well, now we have no idea who was in range or not, and it's messy. I don't like the messiness of real life play. I mean, I play it, I enjoy it a lot, but I go in knowing that it is a messier game. All right, and we have complete whiff on Mike's side, so that was into Sam because he did raise his shield.
The next one's a little better. Who's he attacking this time? Somebody rolled 3 dice, so it had to be Iron Man.
Yeah.
But he did 0. Yeah, this is not going well right now. So here's my question to you. If you're Iron Man, well, I guess it depends on what happens. Let's see what happens first before I make a claim. Man, he's just rolling out his ass. Well, not really, but he did 1, 2, Bill. Yeah, okay, well, that did 0 damage.
And looks like Crimson is paying for Disruption Field on this next attack.
I think that's a good idea. Keep Sam alive. Ooh, okay. All right, Sam.
Oh, yeah, Sam rolls nothing.
We're going to get 1 shot, but he gets to reroll 2 of his. I don't think you... Is he just going to take the 3? I guess he didn't want to risk the shock? That's...
The other option was... Oh, wait, hold on. He's doing the beam. Okay, yeah. So...
No, he didn't pay for it. He didn't pay for the disruption.
Okay.
He hasn't paid for disruption yet. I want Bill to take it.
Oh, I see that now.
I want Bill to take a damage. Just 1. Ooh, 2's fine. I kind of want this.
He's taking 1 damage.
I would aggressive. What I would do is I would aggressive towards Mystique, and then I'd throw Dynamo at Mystique.
Ooh, choose.
Potentially.
I mean, I'd throw the size 4 instead.
Yeah, but then you kill Dynamo and he can't do his reroll.
Oh, yeah. Right. Good call.
Like, you just shut off his... No, throw Dynamo at her. Kill them both.
Oh, well, the option exists. Both options exist. Let's see which one he chooses.
Oh, yeah, but he doesn't have to do it like that.
But man, like this
is the angle there?
Just like the aggressive with Bill plus the leadership just means that like he just gets so much extra movement out of his own activation. He just can be anywhere he wants in a lot of cases.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the end of the world the Crimson's not exactly around a ton of people who are trying to like attack 1,000,000 times. If you're just trying to kill Mystique, but I still think you throw him at her. Well, then you're shocked. It's actually pretty tough. Then you have to attack her twice in the martial artist range. I don't actually.
Yeah, attacking her in the martial artist range is a bummer.
Now I'm starting to be like, I don't even know if that's good. I really want Crimson to die, but
he's already gone though. It doesn't matter. Game is over this round, probably, and he's already gone.
Yeah, I guess the rerolls, like I said, your team isn't like you're gonna throw people and you're gonna
Iron Man. What can he do? I wonder if Crimson Animal's range 2 of Mystique. I mean, he could do like the homing rocket into Mystique, 7 dice, and if he gets the wild, he flips Dynamo or he. But I guess Dynamo would stop that. Right? So never mind.
Iron Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to die. Only one threat. I think he's gonna. I feel like he wants to. Oh, you don't want to be within.
This is a tricky spot for the Guardian player. He needs but Ryan gets to go for. Okay, Ryan's going right now. Right.
I think Ryan's gonna try to like back off. He has a lot of spiders in the back. It's not like, yeah, I kind of like this. Yeah, I want Mystique to die. Did he do anything like super cool with like Sam or Luke? No.
Well, Sam has enough power to do the spender, but he's not in range of anyone. If he attacks, if he charges here and he gets 2 attacks, he can. If he gets 1 attack, he could do the spender if he wanted to. Or
like,
sorry, Bird of Prey.
I would. Would you attack Dynamo here?
I would attack Mystique, because this is a great chance to put like free damage on her. I don't know if she has cover. Oh yeah, she doesn't have cover anyway because it's a shield throw. Let's see who it goes into. 3 dice, 4 dice. So it is Dynamo.
It was done.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a reroll. Hopefully, just the one. Don't make a reroll both. I feel like does he know that it could be 2? No, that was a mistake. Come on, man. Ooh. They just want to. I think they're gonna make him reroll the 1.
Oh yeah. He took it. Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, he
Oh
freaking got it.
man, wow, he got it. But
That
it's
means
not a
that.
big deal. I mean, he still doesn't do any damage to Dynamo,
No,
right?
it really
So
doesn't.
it doesn't really matter. This is just like saying, "Oh, I'm like just targeting Mystique from the get-go." Is really what's. It's like correcting. I think a miss targeting. But
So 1 block.
and look, he gets he saves all his good dice for this one. Holy moly! What a huge roll.
He's gonna do 1 minute at least.
Yeah, there's 2 wilds on it. It doesn't matter on
Well,
this
he doesn't
one.
need the 1,
But 3 into 1 takes 2 on Mystique. All right, you can push her, which is looks like what is happening here. Just means that she's effectively staggered, or probably staggered. No, probably effectively staggered, because she'd have to do a move action for sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you could attack Bill and like try to kill him because you can't do his superpowers, but
Yeah.
killing Bill here doesn't like win you the game.
Yeah, he's not
Like,
holding anything.
yeah, it's nice if he's dead because he can't do some things, but like it's an activation for an activation. If you're assuming that it's going, and Grim the Dynamo is 100% going to play Eyes on the Prize and pick up that spider portal and like walk away or something.
Did he just move? He moved Sam to be in like okay, here we go. What's he spending 4 power? So he's doing his 6 dice. He's 6 dice spender. If he gets a damage through, he can throw. He's clearly going into Dynamo, and he gets a
Well,
range 2 place off of this, which is what he will use to fall back.
If you get the damage through, then
You're dead. He's
he's
dead.
dead. Anyway.
But
So the
but
throw
then
ain't
it's
gonna happen.
the throw isn't happening. But it's really the place 2 is what Ryan is probably like eyeing up. Yeah.
Did he not do a thing again?
The what thing?
The 2 dice. He didn't pay for his little disruption field.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't he do it?
I'm not sure. All right.
I just feel like I would always do it. I mean, you're so little power, and yeah. I will stop. I will just say I will do it.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, the fact that like him being gone is like so big now because like the other Dynamo, like it just opens up the other people to attack from long range and not get screwed by the. Like I could see something like a good play right now. A play that would have been pretty good, actually, is to have acted Iron Man instead of Sam, and just homing rocket. Oh no, with Dynamo there, you're right. With Dynamo there, it doesn't matter. But now the play that opens up is homing rocket Groot with Friday AI, and if he gets 1 wild, Rocket dies.
Yeah. That's you're right. I think that's a problem for Michael.
He's also not standing on any points, which is a big deal. Well, I mean the back one, but like he's not gonna have easy time getting to the other ones. Let's see.
The problem is that the is okay. Here we go. He needed to. I think he needed to do this.
Did you?
So he needed to grab that spider before Ryan got it. If Ryan got a 4th spider, I don't think there was any chance that that
I
he gets out
mean,
of this.
I agree, but he has 3 in the back point, right? Like unless you kill, like if Iron Man just walks to the back point, who's going to? I mean, Mystique is the only one that has a shot to kill somebody back there. I
Yeah.
mean, Bill could double walk and throw a building. Actually, you should just. How close is that size 4 to Mystique? Because you need to get rid of that building before the other build does it. Or you just double walk your Bill and throw his Bill away. But I don't. I'm not worried about one guy dying back there. Could also body. I think. I guess Mystique Tying doesn't matter. Like you could walk up and throw the size 3 at her and get a attack on her, but that's probably not. He never used Bird of Prey. He never had the chance, but well, he could have. You know what he should have did? He wanted to place. Never mind. I was about to say instead of Spender, you could have just Bird of Prey the Crimson, but that probably wasn't actually good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just.
I mean, I would have maybe like even Bird of Preying Mystique would have been okay because you get 7 dice. You 7 dice. You need to do 3 damage. It's probably not that good, but I like. Yeah, it looks like he's doing a repulsor blast into Groot. But yeah, I think that the homing rocket was definitely the play here. 7 dice into Groot, get 1 wild rocket dies, uh, and then Groot can't do anything other than grab that spider.
6 dice because you're shocked.
Oh, he's a shocked. Okay, he's only
I
spending
would-
2, so he's repulsor blasting into Groot, giving him a push. Probably 5 dice.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, he's not gonna push him, but no, he could still push him. He's not. Okay, so he did 2.
Ouch. I think that
It's
that
just
was
actively like not good.
yeah. That didn't do
Sooner
anything.
I would have sooner homing rocket Groot with Dynamo and because he could pick it up if Rocket died. But you probably want to wait for him anyway. I don't. I know you want to push him, but just don't give him power. He's so useless standing there without power. He's so useless. At least he can't.
Curtis says that he might have forgotten that Iron Man even has a spender.
That's fair.
It's used so infrequently that yeah, that's probably. I mean, it's probably true. It's funny because like both Dynamo and Iron Man have the exact same spender,
No one's
and
thinking about it.
nobody thinks about it because it's just typically very bad. It's actually like Rocket and Groot is like the most like popular time or probably the best case to use it in a lot of um against a lot of
If you want to
lists.
fish for wilds, you should have 7 diced. Well, yeah. Who cares if you lose your bodyguard? You don't really need a bodyguard with Luke that badly, but you just Luke Cage could have punched Groot with his spender, and if he gets a wild, he throws him in the back, and then you just kill a rocket with your love tap.
Yeah, I mean it could
Yeah, 1
happen.
power, but whatever. You're also then standing on the back point, and somebody has to kill you. Okay, let's see what he does.
Curtis says you probably shake the shock first or something like that.
The shock's already gone. He did it with the leadership.
Shake the slow. Shake the slow. Oh man. Yeah, Bill could. I mean, Mystique could get Bill here, but like you said, ultimately it probably wouldn't matter too much. But if the game goes on another round, it could be a big deal.
If it goes another round, I think it favors Avengers still, right?
Yeah, I mean, Guardians would have to. Guardians are too slow. Like the characters he has left are not fast enough to catch up. Like to get to the other side of the board and out attrition.
If Bill dies here,
We have.
I
Hold on. Did
favor.
we have? Yeah, 1 damage into Bill and a rapid fire. It looks like.
Yep. This is what I was like. I don't understand the Groot thing because Rocket went. Kill the people that can damage you. I would have gone with Bill. All right. Slowly taking one at a time. Oh, he blocked this one. Okay.
Block. Oh, she has 1 more action left.
Bill was just so good. Nope. What's he gonna do?
The spender is range 2. He's
What's
gonna
this?
aggressive. So he's gonna basically. It looks like he's going to aggressive. All right. If he aggressives within range 2, then
Does she have a range 2 thing?
yeah, it's a spender. 6 dice like stun before damage.
Okay, so you don't want to be.
Yeah, but like typically, I think like I think that the spender is slightly better mathematically, but like the edge is very slight because 2 4 dice, like you probably get the rapid fire.
Like it's 8 dice versus 4 dice twice versus 6. Yeah, I would. Oh, he missed the rapid fire unless he gets it on the. I mean, this is just. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, that's so. At this point I think it's really bad for. Um.
Yeah, this is like these are like the final blows here that Ryan is basically trying to inflict.
Yeah. Now Shees doesn't need to do anything. I mean, like I said, he has. There's Bill and Groot are the only 2 people to go, and stop trying to kill his Bill. Seriously. I mean, he has 3 spiders and 3 of them are in the back.
Yeah,
So
attacking Bill is definitely a mistake, right? If he survives, the aggressive puts him even closer to the back Ryan's back line, and
just
got a size 4 terrain throw to throw at Sam.
I would consider just walking up, throwing Bill like downwards,
Right?
and
Yeah, you throw him way into the back corner.
like you don't like I said, the 3 people that are standing across from the 2 people left do not need to live. Bill, Crimson, and Luke don't need to live. Even if they kill Iron Man, like you get the last activation to pick it up. He only has 1 person left that doesn't have a token. So throw Groot or throw Bill somewhere else. Like if you threw Groot
He's
far,
doing the spender into Bill, the 6 dice energy. He's not shaking the shock ahead of time, so it's 5. It ends up being 5 with 2 rerolls.
this is killing me. My body is.
Yeah, look at that. Mike's blocked it with his defense so far. He did shock. He is shocking my the.
Yeah, he did the shock. He did 1 damage in shock, and he can. Okay, fine. Still don't like it. I don't understand this. I mean, at least he has still have power to throw. Walk up and throw somebody. Please throw somebody. Just get him out of there. Like Groot has spender power. Please throw Groot.
He's doing it again.
Oh, he's doing the spender to
Oh,
Groot.
okay. He's doing a spender into Groot. No, he
Oh, he's
spent
throwing it. Oh, he's
he
throwing
spent
him. Throwing.
3. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why I thought like he was
It's
doing.
interest. Did he already? He hasn't done a move. He's stuck with 1 action, so he's probably gonna move on to the point. I would imagine onto the midpoint, but even then, like, um, hmm,
Just
it's
walk away.
you're left with 1 action, and you're injured, so you don't really have anything to offer. I don't think. I mean, I guess you do because uh,
I think you can.
Mike's beta ray build can't be everywhere.
He also is doing a little bit of body blocking. Like, probably not actually.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
I
somewhat.
mean, the thing is, if Groot doesn't double walk back to Rocket, you just kill him with Luke and then pick up his spider, and you're
And
feeling
yeah,
good.
the game is completely over.
Yeah, I mean, the throwing of the bill. Okay, I can complain about the thing into Bill, but it probably doesn't matter. He had the power. I don't love I mean, you shocked him, which is nice, I guess. I just don't like giving him power. That's really the big thing. I was like, he doesn't need any more. Just make him useless. I like the throw. I think it's
Curtis
really
says
good.
that big mistake not shaking that shock before he rolled the
I
spender.
know, right? Get the hell out of here.
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah, Ryan's paying for it.
man.
All right, yeah. I think it's crazy because I think that that those roots that could have happened in the middle of the game would have been a huge. I think it would have been enough of a shift.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Bill died. Getting on Dynamo would have been big. Though it doesn't seem like anyone's had like super. Yeah, this is like he is just Bill left. Oh yeah, this is really bad. I think you just go with Luke and Spender Bill.
We well, Widow goes eventually, right? You might as well go now. You could like,
You just Spender
and just so
Bill.
you could double shake. That's Curtis is just waiting for Widow to shake.
Because if you get the Spender, if you Spender Luke on the Bill, which I like, but I understand why people wouldn't do it. You automatically
Yeah,
stun him and slow him, which makes him almost impossible to get up there to do the throw. But if you get the trigger to throw, he's like super. He's
yeah,
in
he's
a
boned.
very
He's
bad.
completely. He's completely boned. I mean,
I mean, he's boned anyway, right? Like, let's be
you could
fair,
do.
right?
You could use. You could go with Ryan. Could go with the spender onto Beta Ray Bill and kill Rocket. Drops the spider, and then there's like, that's it. right? If you kill Rocket here, even if you kill Rocket here with the explosive trigger, like
I mean,
that's
Rocket's probably going to die. Why are you do Widow or something? I think you can do Widow here if you really want. I think you either do Widow or you punch Bill with the Spender of Luke. I'm also okay with that play. And just knock him into the backfield, be slow and stunned. Well, he can aggressive. I guess he can get back up. I guess it's not as bad as I think it is. What is he doing? He is teleporting onto this.
he's gonna beam. He's gonna beam Rocket and Groot so that he can get. Maybe he can just take Groot off the board. I think like you just get 4 attacks into Groot. Yeah, 4 beams into Groot. I don't think he's gonna survive that. And if
He
you
respects it. That's my commentary. I respect it. I don't love it. I just respect it. He's just like I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Who else has good? I guess Widow's the only one. Widow's safe, so
2 into nothing. There you go. That's all. You just need to get 2 every time. I mean, ideally you get more than that so you can get an attack, your last attack into Rocket. But we're doing it again.
2.
2 more. 2 more.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
All right, now all he needs is 3 this time, and he gets a free shot on Rocket. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rocket dies.
4 to 1. Yeah, 3 got him.
Wow, exactly 3. That was, I don't know how much more perfect you could get here for a beam. Perfect kill on Groot, and then 1 free attack into Rocket.
Make sure he rolls 1 dice. There he goes. Oh, the big one. Is it going to be a block? It's cover, so it doesn't.
2.
He got him.
Got him. And he picks up the spider.
Yeah, that's GG. Now.
Yeah, that's like there's
I mean,
no.
it was before. I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair, he had to run all the way to the back of the board and kill somebody with Bill. When Ryan, when you
even that might not have been enough because he had 2 at that point. He had 2 secures.
Oh yeah, he only had 1 model on a secure, and he would have had 3 because any type of kill is a leadership proc probably onto a secure or something. Yeah, Ryan, if you listen back to this, I still definitely stand by some of the questionable things I said you did, but I'm proud.
I mean, he played really well. I mean, both players played really well, and here we
There's a
go.
lot of options, right? I think that's again, I kind of go back to the harp on. You hear about turn 0, turn 1, a lot of the discords, when really there's so many decision trees, 2, 3, 4, that you just can't really talk about unless you're like streaming a game and seeing live situations because you never know what's going to happen, right? I
Yeah,
hope he kills Sam.
we're gonna jump into their chat.
Oh yeah,
Shortly, as soon as they're done rolling these dice, probably. Just wait till they either hit the scoreboard or.
Oh my God, Sam died.
Sam
Dude,
died.
Luke, you could definitely make it back there. Luke, leadership Luke, and then double walk him. He definitely makes it back to that spider.
But doesn't he? He already wins still anyway, though. I mean, the game's over.
You want to win by more. It's about sending a message. I think he makes it. Leadership him, man.
Oh, there you go. Yep, he's taking the condition off. Yeah.
Yeah, no more slow. Thank God he didn't shake it. I guess you could get a point. Well, it's like no double walk.
Yeah. Think he makes it? Oh man.
Oh, 100%. And then all you do.
Oh yeah, there you go. Nice.
You
Good
gotta
eye.
make sure you're on the secure though, because Widow's gonna walk up and deny Bill that middle secure.
Oh
Dude,
man, you're ruthless.
I'm here for point. Oh, the big mistake was he could have eyes on the prize.
Oh, well, look at that. Yeah, you're right. He
And
misplayed there. Eyes on the prize. Misplay.
Well, he could have really drove in the win, but
yeah, soft flow. Good call on that one. All right. Let's see if they hit the scoreboard or something like that. I'm trying to find a signal that they've agreed the game is over. I'm just probably going to jump in a second. Look, you can see them tallying the scores with their mice. All right, here we go. Let's jump over now.
All right, we're going in.
12 to 18.
18, yeah.
Well
Good
played,
game.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that was a long one. It was kind of like you said, it was a puzzle.
Yeah, it was a marathon, and a big puzzle that I
Yeah.
couldn't solve.
Yep. Yeah, we had a couple interesting swings in there. But yeah, Luke Cage is always a
Yeah,
headache, huh?
Yeah, dealing with Luke Cage and Dynamo was hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, good game, and you played.
Yeah, good game to
very
you
well.
as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate it for
Yeah.
sure.
Hey guys, thanks for letting us
Oh,
stream again.
Oh,
And
definitely.
Mike, what'd you think of the game?
me?
Yeah.
I think it was really hard dealing with Dynamo and Luke Cage. I don't know if I bring the good roster. Also, trying to play the same game as Sam Venger with the Guardians wide. I don't know if I should have bring CGR. Mm, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, we were talking about
oh,
that at the very beginning. I was kind of expecting like a CGR Bill, Star-Lord, plus
yeah,
some other stuff.
Who do you
uh,
fill out the roster with if you do that? I guess at 19, we were talking about who do you if you take CGR Bill, Star Lord is 13. You have 6 left. You have
yeah,
3 models and 1 can't score.
yeah.
Who do you,
Yeah.
That's hard.
Uh,
That's why I didn't bring him, but I don't
yeah.
know.
Mystique Groot. That's not
Yeah,
terrible.
that's a rough one. I mean,
Yeah.
Groot without Rocket.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
It's
you
not
can pick up
amazing.
the spider and hold. If you listen back to this, I'm going to shit talk you, Ryan, on some of your Sam things, but I'm proud of
I
you
definitely
anyway.
I definitely made a few mistakes and I was catching them like a minute too late.
I mean,
There
there's
was
a lot going
several.
on. I mean, with leaderships on both sides, with Dynamo rerolls, with all
Oh,
the
for sure.
different
For
bubbles.
sure. Yeah, I
yeah,
know I missed I definitely missed an Eyes on the Prize play where that could have when Iron Man was Helios
Yeah,
lasering. That would have saved my assemble.
I mean, you could have eyes on the prize with Luke last turn and got the secure on the back, and you could have stopped the secure in the middle. You could have got denied him a point. I'm saying. Why did you
Yeah.
so, like actually this is a real quick. Why did you take eyes on the prize knowing you didn't have priority and he had Bill in the list and was most likely going to do it?
Sure. It's one of those things, right, where I thought about that, I mean, a lot, obviously, because
Yeah.
you can look at his list and you know we're on demons. He's definitely going to bring Bill. He's got Eyes on the Prize. He's got Prio. Um, it's one of those things where and also thinking that he was bringing CGR into this.
Mm,
So it's one of those things where if I don't bring it and then for some reason he doesn't grab the middle, uh, I don't have, especially thinking about CGR, I don't have a safe play.
mhm,
Um, if
yeah,
he's trying to bait me out to the middle with CGR, that kind of thing. So
gotcha.
I brought it not expecting that I was going to get to use it early.
Mhm.
But it was more of an insurance thing of like, if, it's 90% that he does the thing that you'd think he's going to do, but if he doesn't, and then, I mean,
And you force him to go at first. I mean, you force
right,
he
that's the thing. It
has to do
forces
it, right?
Bill, so it's a counter play more than I'm expecting to use it round one. But you saw there were several, and I think this is usually true. There's several opportunities in the game past round one where Eyes on the Prize can still be useful. I just made a mistake and missed those opportunities. So, like, it's not a dead card, just when you can't use it that way. But yeah,
yeah.
it
I
would have been a lot
understand.
cooler. Would have been a lot cooler if I had used it when I had chances to.
Yeah, with Iron Man before when you did
Hmm.
the Avenger Assemble. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, you pushed your Mystique to a Deception Widow. Looking back, would you think that you were like
Yeah.
a little too aggressive with her in that?
Yeah. Definitely. Yes. Definitely. That was not a good move. It put
Yep.
Yeah.
Mystique in a bad spot.
In the chats, we were the line. We saw that option available to you,
Yeah.
but we weren't sure if it was good or bad, or we thought it was just a decent option, I guess. But yeah, after we saw the effects of it, and it let Ryan be in a position where he could swap the extract lead, take it from you. Yeah, we think that that's probably one of your key opportunities.
Yeah,
But
100%.
also, you had a Groot. You held on to Groot's activation on, I think it was round 3, I believe, maybe round 2. Either way, and we think it was because he was in a position where if Ryan dazed Groot, he would have lost priority.
Yeah, exactly.
But we thought that you should have considered, or I don't know if you did consider or not, but one move that I thought could have been played was using Root on both Bill and Crimson Dynamo on Ryan's side.
Yeah. I thought about this.
He
To
said that
Ryan.
afterwards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I moved, I said, "Oh fuck, I should have
Oh
used
yeah,
Yeah.
Dynamo and Bell." Yeah.
Just missed it. Yeah.
Now I was just in range of Luke, so I root Luke, but I would prefer Dynamo and Bill for sure. Yeah.
yeah. Well, either way, guys, it was a really great game, and we thought, Mike, we thought you had it in the beginning, and Ryan, you took control at the halfway point or so, and you got the win at the end. So congrats,
Yeah.
Ryan, congrats, Ryan, for the win. And Mike, you're still in the running to hit Top Cut. So hopefully,
Yeah.
you win out and you can make it there. That'd be cool to see.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Lucas. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks for streaming. Appreciate it,
Take care.
guys.